say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony Love, and we are about to kick it off again today, talking about the Democrat hold 6-point advantage in battleground states. That's why I got a question mark there, and we're going to get into it, So let me go ahead and remove this flag. It's a beautiful flag. I had to update it, Beautiful flag. Make America great again, boy. Make America great again. All right. Let me go ahead and remove that here. All right. What's the deal here? Hold on for a minute. Let me remove that too. There we go. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here it is, though. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. But before we do, we're going to talk about the president again, man, because yeah, man, I was over here looking at this stuff, and the question is that how did this guy happen to get into that hotel, at the, so we're going to, just talk a little bit about that, though, and things, though, but they got the guy's information and things. Actually, what I do is I may just talk about it later on. I know it's been a big talk, The main thing is that President Trump, that we all know and love, is okay, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing, man. I tell you, man, that's the main thing, and you got to love that. So shout out to the president, the vice president, and everyone that was there, Yeah, because in America, we care, We definitely care, and we love the president, too. But so let's go ahead and go on with it, though. So I want to show you guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up because this is the type of stuff right here that I talked about this yesterday. Now, this is ground news. You guys see this here, right? This is ground news right here. So ground news, as I mentioned, I'm not sponsored by them, but I have a subscription with them. I had it since last year and things. So what it does is that it let you know which, if it's left-leaning, who wrote the article, center or to the right. So you can look at it right now. It's very biased towards the Democrats. And we're going to talk about this, though, too. So what I did is that I got to copy and paste this. I just copied the title because, it just wasn't looking right. According to what they have here, they said Democrats hold a 6-point lead in the generic ballot among voters in 36 battleground House districts. That was it. Donald Trump won by 2. Let me go and make this a little bigger. He won by 2 in 2024, according to the new polls reported by Kerry Dan of the Cook Political Report on CNN, The Arena. 36 battleground districts are crucial, right? Right. So, you know what I'm saying, or critical, right? I say crucial. I meant to say critical, right? In determining control of the House of Representatives. This election cycle, right? Independents are fueling the Democratic lead. The Democrats winning independents by 25 points, driven mainly by 70% disapproval of President Trump rather than a strong support of Democrats, right? Democrats lead independent on key issues such as the economy, ICE enforcement, cost of living, and taxes, while Republicans remain on the edge only by the border security. Man, can you believe this? This is spin news, man. You already, I just say, and this is why a lot of their, as far as their voter base, they actually believe this stuff, man. This is why when they come in this room, they say, oh yeah, Trump's approval rating is low. This is one of the main sources, right? So it's no surprise to me when I saw CNN, but they believe CNN, man. They 100% believe this garbage. And it lets you know, see with the blue, it automatically lets you know that this whole article is biased, right? It has but we're going to go in and uncover it again, right? So what I did earlier, I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit so you guys can see. This is once again, right pen. You guys are tired of getting propaganda news that want to say Trump's ratings is low and all this other stuff. I suggest that you invest in Right Pen. Right now, I'm not sponsored by them yet, but right now they got a special for $79, right? So they're giving a discount of it off. I know it's like $100 and some odd dollars, but I believe it's up until May 1st, I believe. Paste it, expose it, and post it. I love that, man. So here, I just click this and post it in, see what it says. So right here, everything what I just read earlier, okay, it cited that Donald Trump won, blah, blah, blah. It says Democrats, 6-point voters. Here it is, all this, what I just read. But right here where it gets to, let me see, 36 battleground districts are crucial, right, or critical, right, in determining control of the House of Representatives. This election cycle, dependents are fueling the Democratic led, with Democrats winning independent by 25 points. And then right here, driven mainly, now they got down here, do you see what this is scratched out? This is what CNN wrote. They said 70% disapproval, but right here makes a correction. Soft protest numbers, not 70% disapproval. This is what, see what I'm saying? So this is why the people on the left, and some moderates too, and maybe some people on the right as well, they believe CNN. They think CNN is the Bible of truth. And we call it out right here on my channel, right? This is the greatest tool ever. I said I had to get it, so therefore we can push back all the made-up rhetoric. Doesn't say anything about 70%. This is a lie. This is spin news. Right here it says soft protest numbers. And we know why that is, because you can even look at it in, the No King stuff. The numbers are very low. They always have been the minority, because if it was the majority, this wouldn't have been scratched out, right? So it says here soft protest numbers of Donald Trump rather than strong support of Democrats, right? Democrats lead independents on key issues such as the economy, ICE, and this is what they're saying, ICE enforcement, costs of living, and taxes. This is what CNN wrote, while Republicans remain dominant on border security. Then we know that this is a lie. When have the Democrats ever led in regards to the economy. They failed in the economy. They failed in ICE enforcement and the cost of living and the taxes. They always have. You know what I'm saying? So here it is right here. What they left out. The poll is sourced through CNN, which has a well-documented left-leaning editorial slant, yet is represented as neutral analysis. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, because they believe they don't have, what type of source information do they have? You see in mine live, right? So here it is. Here it is right here. Generic ballots lead this far from the election have historically not predicted final House outcome with reliability. Here it is right here. The article does not mention Republicans' enthusiasm levels. Sure it doesn't. No, or turnout modeling, which can dramatically shift results. Describing Republican strength on the border security as merely as an edge, understanding the border security constantly ranked as the top voter priority in swing districts. Here it is right here. And what's nice about it, you can copy this. See right here, if we're on a debate, this is what the CNN have left out. They left out key component information, right? And then when you can post it, because this is exposed right here, and then right down here where it says post this, I have options, right, that I can post. Here it is right here. A CNN source polls show Dems up by 6 in Trump won districts, but protest numbers against Trump are not the same as the mandates for Democrats, right? Here's another one. A new poll, right, claims Democrats hold a 6-point lead in 36 battleground House districts. Trump won in 2024, but before you panic, read the fine print. The lead is driven by anti-Trump disapproval, not pro-Democrat enthusiasm, right? The source is CNN. Oh, my goodness. Generic, right? Ballot polls this far from the election have a poor track record, and the Republicans only dominate in the border security. That happens to be the number one issue most swing voters. This is spin dressed up as data. Oh my goodness, man. Here's this. You can comment. A 6-point generic ballot led fueled by disapproval, not enthusiasm, from a CNN sourced poll is not a wave. It is a headline. Ask how these same polls performed in 2022, 2024 before drawing conclusions, right? Here it is. This is it right here. This is why I rock with stuff like this, because it's a shame, as I said yesterday. Here it is, CNN, a well-recognized, well-known, supposedly the source of news and information, which is not. Right? Because we already talked about the Smith-Month Act anyway, that Obama changed, and that's why they can get away with promoting propaganda. And that's what it is. We call it spin news, but here, look what the slick words. They said mainly by 70% disapproval, which is not the case at all. Because if it was, let's look at where is CNN. If you're watching, you're probably not. All we're asking is that can you manifest the data, the polls? Where did you get the information? Because, I mean, it's like they just doing no more than what an average person doing, talking about reporting the news. It's called the free press, right? The free press. Soft protest numbers, right? Oh, my goodness. So this is basically what it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. And we can actually expose everything they write. Trump, you saw it yesterday. I said, what about Trump's approval rating? It said, according to Right Pen, it was well over 50%. They can't even tell the correct information about that. Does the Democrats sound like they are a party that look like they're going to win the midterms? Do they look like a party that they're concerned and worried? Are they a party that got to come out here and protest, trying to gain the sympathy of people's ear when they don't even have the border issue, let alone the economy, right? And we go right down to the rest of it. They fail in all those arenas, right? They fail in all of those arenas, and they know it. I'm over here exposing this crap live. I didn't make this stuff up. This is what it is. But you got some people that's still stuck. You know, they want the Democrats to win so bad because they hate Trump so bad. But that's an individual thing. That's not a polling thing. I just read it. It's not a polling thing. It's an individual thing, and CNN make up the rest of it, like most of them, right? So if we were to go back here, and some of you guys may have heard about Ground News, and this is one of the sources that I rock with, so I can stay current. So therefore, when I see this stuff, and I don't even look at left-leaning stuff because it's all spin. Sometimes I caught it on the center too, you know what I'm saying? And if it's on the right, you can catch it as well, right? But I find it very, very interesting, right? That they can sit up here and do these spin polls, right? And things, man. Look at this. I mean, if we were to go down here further, man, it's another rag, you know, Political, what's the other one? Reuters, they're all bad, man. They don't support the American people. They're actually fake news and propaganda and spin news to protect their party, because a lot of them being funded. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about on the left, the far left, right? The progressive left, oh my God, that have taken over their party, and they are destroying it, man. And you could see it going up in flames. So we're talking about this right here, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Democrats hold 6 points advantage in the battleground districts, right? According to them, this is what I just read earlier, man. And it says here, does this summary seems wrong? It absolutely is and does seem wrong, because this is spin news. This, and like we said, you got the small minority group on the left, small minority group, and they still believe this as critical. They believe this as credible news, which is not. We expose it right here on my channel, right? So you're going to start seeing a trend, and as right pen is going to start gaining more popularity and things like that, you're going to start seeing it. We expose it here live, right? Because it's mighty funny about the things that they don't talk about and leave out, right? You would think that CNN is very credible. Shame on you, CNN. Shame on you. We best busted you again, you know? It's not going to work, you know what I'm saying? Shame on you. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to talk about that. Man, it's just really sad. But this is what we're dealing with here, you know what I'm saying? We're dealing with the lies and stuff like that. And they constantly telling lies, you know? So let's go in and get into it, right? So the mainstream media wants you to believe it's all doom and gloom for the Republicans. They're pushing polls, and this is what we call push polls. They push it, right? It's not accurate. Polls ain't never been accurate, you know what I'm saying? They want to give the other ones, what's this, Rasputin, Gold Crown, and some of these other statistics people, they'll be coming back out with it, which ain't never been credible anyway. It's all about what they're saying, right? I know about some of these polling so claim to be, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. It's just terrible, man. But push poll, you know, so it's pushing polls showing Democrats with a generic ballot lead, right? But let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, midterms are about more than snapshots in April. History and fundamentals and momentum are pointing to a strong Republican hold, or even gains this November. Stick with me and we'll break this down. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the Senate, we're talking about a Republican fortress, right? First, let's talk about the Senate, right? The Republicans currently hold a solid 53 over 47 edge. Democrats have to defend more seats, including tough ones, in the states President Trump won in 2024. And those are going to be your swing states, which he won all 7 of them, right? Oh, my goodness, in 2024. The map heavily favors the GOP. We're defending seats in the deep red territories while Democrats are exposed in places like Michigan and Georgia. Even with some of the noise, right, in the polls, the structural advantage is huge, right? Republicans are likely to expand or comfortably hold the majority, right? Comfortably. This means no stress at all because the Dems ain't got nothing. It's all made up. That's why there's mind games and spin news to get some of these people on the right or in the middle to say, oh, man, no, it's not true at all. This means continued confirmation of strong judges blocking radical Democratic agendas, right? The advancing American first policies. This thing is taking off. You already heard the news if you don't know by now. Virginia, the judge have ruled it unconstitutional. So it killed it. So Virginia, that what's that, memorandum or whatever thing, it's all it is that all we just know is that's basically gerrymandering. That's what we're going to call it. All these fancy words. It is what it is. They tried to pull it and they got caught, and hey, it's blocked. It's not even happening. So for Virginia, you tried to gerrymander that and tried to rig it for a 10-1 seats with leading, as far as with the Democrat advantage. They lost that. They lost the whole state. You can thumb it down. It doesn't even matter. But again, I'm sorry, Democrats, but you didn't get Virginia, So that's locked. Coming to Florida, F around and you will find out. We're already adjusting things right now with Ron DeSantis, the current governor. You don't even gonna have nothing there, right? This is what I'm saying, though, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do here on my channel? We expose the hypocrisy, the lies, spin news, especially with CNN, which I never like. I don't even watch CNN. I don't read their articles, read anything. I deal with ground news, right? Why should I have to deal with reading anything on the left? Most of my stuff is either by the center or on the right? And if it looks funny, I just do it just random. I just copy and paste, run it to my fact check. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. And therefore, we can get the real news, right? So therefore, they have nothing but their insults in their mouth. But like it is, we will take the midterms, as I said before, and we're going to make sure that they do not cheat. They're going to try to cheat. They're going to try to do all they can. That's why they don't want to pass the SAVE Act, the American SAVE Act. We want to safeguard our elections, right? And therefore, we can make it a lot fair. But if they're supposed to be so confident, why do they have to cheat? If they're so confident, why won't they pass the American SAVE Act? If we're talking about Americans, because they know that they have embarrassing numbers that are so low. Trump is kicking their behind well over 50%. Some of y'all watched my show yesterday. We did a live thing on the fact check on that. So they can't even get that right? One thing when you hate a man that you don't even know. But again, the lies are stacked against you. That's exactly what it is. And we're exposing it live right here, right now, right? We got a research tool, a fact check where we can check the lies to see what it is. Does any of these people that's being paid by dark money, right? These so-called what we call content creators, influencers, right? They all have a four-corner box narrative, and they also are in echo chambers, right? I get way more pushback on my channel than they do. You know what they do? At least amount of pushback, they go ahead and kick him right out of the room. Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? And some of you have already been in Johnny's room, Santana Jones, and there's a lot of others, right? They just kick you right on out of there. They're not dealing with real facts. They don't want to. It's an echo chamber. And all they want is yes people. Oh, how great they are. Oh, how intelligent they are. Oh, he took care of him. They want you to call in, and it's all it is. It's a scripted echo chamber. All it is, like we said before, it's been exposed. Because why are they leaving these key issues out, right? There it is, right? That's why we ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be a mastermind to deal with that, though. But, you know, would they ever come over here? No, they would never come over here. You know what I'm saying? They're comfortable in their echo chamber, right? Boy, I tell you. So let's go ahead and get back on the point. So as I mentioned before, even with some noise in the polls, the structural advantage is huge. Republicans are likely to expand or comfortably hold the majority. That means continue confirmation with strong judges, blocking radical Democratic agendas and advancing America First priorities. And this is a very important thing. This isn't a wishful thinking. It's math, ladies and gentlemen. The Senate, right, class of 2026 is Republican, friendly, and low turnout midterms often reward the party that delivers results. I appreciate the like. Thank you so much. And as we go down, so the House memorandum, all right, boy, look at this here, can flip the script. So, I'm sorry, the House momentum can flip the script. Now, because I got a little dyslexia, you know what I'm saying? So sorry about that. Now, the House, yes, it's narrower. Republicans have a slim majority right? And yes, generic ballot polls show Democrats with a temporary edge. But here's what the media won't tell you, right? Here it is right here. Presidential approval and economic reality. By November, the full impact of pro-growth policies, tax cuts, deregulations, energy dominance will be hitting pockets. Inflation is being tamed. Border security is improving American voters with their wallets. If the economy is humming, and early indicators suggest strong ahead. The economy, right? It's rule kicks in hard for Republicans, right? And this is basically what it is, you know. So looking at it right now, and I know that Trump is going to deal with these tax cuts, the deregulations that he's already been dealing with, and energy dominance, which he's already been dealing with. Drill, baby, drill, Keystone pipeline, so forth. Every ship around the world is coming to the port of Texas and so forth. This is the thing about it, man. It's a beautiful thing. Will they talk about this real stuff? They will not. They won't do it, right? Turnout matters, right? Midterms see lower turnout, right? The energized base working class voters, family patriots who show up big in 2024, right, will turn out again to protect the agenda. Democrats rely on, voters who often stay home when there's no presidential race, you know. And we know in most of the blacks, it's always been said they never vote in the primaries, they vote in the national one, right? But redistricting and ground games, Republicans have been smart about the maps and targeting, right, vulnerable Democrat seats, right? Plus, the RNC and outside groups are already in full gear organizing, which they are. So the history shows that presidents' play can defy the midterm curse when they deliver results. We saw it before. Republicans can do it again. And this is absolutely correct. This is absolutely correct. They can do it again because people would have never thought that Trump was going to get back in office, right? But look what he was running up against. They done put a lot of money on Kamala Harris, well over $1 million plus. 1.5, more than that. They put a lot of money. They had a war chest for this woman, right? And things. So they tried to cheat. We was there to make sure that the cheating apparatus was, you know, I think I heard that he had like lawyers that showed up in some of the poll areas. Yeah, man, it was something else, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so for people that may have saw my face, seen my shorts and so forth, you know what I'm saying? I do this. I'm not getting paid once again by, let's say, the Republicans and Trump and MAGA. But I can't say with my other people, right, that are influencers. We can't necessarily say the ones on the left that rah, 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 and can't necessarily say the same thing about them, you know. Because as soon as I mention something, guess what? They kick me out the room. I get blocked. 24-hour block, right? You know what I'm saying? They only want yes man in here, right? My rules are way different than them, you know? That's one of the things a lot of the trolls come in this room, right? Because they can steal voice. All I'm saying is you don't have to spam. You don't have to do repeated things. I see the messages. I may not see them all, but I see the messages and things, right? But and that's pretty fair, right? Not to be over here spamming, because it's not fair for other people to see the continuous messages in caps and so forth. That'll get you blocked. I got moderators in here. They know what to do, you know? But I want the moderators to be more mindful of people that spam. They got to go. People with large caps, they got to go. They're entitled to have their opinions, right? As long as it's not a lot of swearing and cussing, right? And things like that. So those are the rules. So I'm gonna check the comments in a minute to see who's in here, see what who are the mods and some of my return people. But you know, I get a lot of return people in here because I try my best to do great content, right? Now I may jumble some words here and there, but you know, I got a little bit of an issue, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still going through it. Actually, it's more mental exercise because I still enjoy reading. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. That's how you lick this thing, not in defeat. Oh, yeah, my so-and-so, I don't want to go over there and stumble words in front of people. I done heard it all. I've been in, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good. You got to have thick skin in this business, for real, if you're going to do it. Seriously, you know? You really do. But, yeah, so other than that, my people that are, you know, have the memberships, I'm going to be doing some videos for the members only and things. It's going to be members only content. You guys will see that as well. You got to be a member to come in there, where we'll actually go in more in depth and talk about things because, you know, with YouTube and all that stuff. So we can have a member section and we can really, you know, let our hair down or whatever and take my cap off, have a really good time in there and things. So for the old Stewart and all the rest of you guys that are members, man, I appreciate you guys, man. So my membership is pretty reasonably cheap, unlike some of the other people. They charging a lot of money for a membership. My merch store and things, I'm gonna upgrade some of my merch stuff. Gotta get the black t-shirts, innovate, you know, what is it, to have the reversal, right, with the silhouette, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff, with that and the hat and everything, you know. But as we go down, though, so these are the key things with the Republicans. When it comes down to economy and the cost of living, as lower energy prices reduce, right, and bring jobs back, Republicans are the party of prosperity. Democrats want more spending, taxes. Voters remember who caused the inflation spike in the first place. It was under Joe Biden, you know, basement Obama. You know what I'm saying? That thing went up to 9%. Yeah, we think we're screaming right now of the gas prices. Keep in mind, the gas prices were a lot higher under Joe Biden. And I can say that sharp and factually true. That is exactly what ended up happening. So there that is. It's not going to stay forever. Remember, Trump did not promise a forever war, right? That's the thing. With Biden and basement Obama and all the rest of them, some of them promised it was a 20-year war. We know that. Iraq, Afghanistan, right? I mean, we got all that. This is the things that was going on, man. You know? This is what was going on. Who profited from that? Dick Cheney, Halliburton. Y'all remember that? He held the largest military contract. Dick Cheney made out like a fat hog, basically. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Liv Cheney has been set up and their family been set up, right? Halliburton. You guys remember that, right? That's the thing about it, right? Look what's been going on, right? And these were rhinos. These are war hawks. Trump wasn't lying about that, you know? You know, because I love talking about the rhinos too, Republican in name only. I love talking about them. They never been for America. Them and the Democrats are married. They the same group. It's a uniparty. It's a uniparty, man. I tell you. What about border security and immigration? Here it is. Excuse me. The Democrats have never been strong on border security. They've been allowing, the only time they have when Obama, y'all remember Hillary, they talked about how illegals and how you got to be, basically you got to be vetted, you got to be an American citizen. They were saying this on Obama when he was around 2008, 2009 and so forth. Hillary was, I mean, I pull up the videos and it make the Democrats look foolish, right? Because that was the thing that they were talking about. They even ran on that promise, right? They're hypocrites now because remember, Democrats would say one thing and then they would change and say something else. And that's exactly what they did, right? Look at Obama, right? It was, here it is. They're trying to get into America, right? When he was the president. Y'all remember that? I think I met him in his first term or second term. He turned them back around. It was about face. He never had to do what Trump had to do. Trump had to have ICE agents and stuff going round these people up. None of them had to push back. I'm talking about the Dems. None of them had to push back on Obama. It was all good. Y'all remember that. That's why you're thumbing it up because you know, right? You guys know, right? I'm going to start doing this too, but you guys remember, right? I remember. They were turning about face and turning them away. Under who? This was actually Obama. Hillary Clinton, right? Was she the secretary at the time? They was about face, right? But the Dems, their supporters, they never had to smoke for Obama ever. Because if they did, they were afraid, right? They were afraid of being what? They were afraid of being called a racist. Obama was the perfect candidate because he was actually biracial, half black, half white. White mama, right? Nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, he was the perfect candidate because he can actually, they were afraid to go after this man. They're going after him more now, but they were afraid. They were afraid, right? To go after, and we know what it is, Obama. If you said back in those days, 2008, 9, and so forth, if you were to say one thing bad about Obama, man, oh my goodness, though. But here it is, right? They made excuses for Obama. He ran this country, and this is why this is why we are coming out of it thanks to Trump. Trump is a patriot, right? Obama is not a patriot. He hates America, right? He could have done the things that Trump did. He could have been that great half black, half white, biracial president. He could have been, right? And then they go always calling him a black man. No, he's biracial, right? Because you have to recognize the white side as well. His mother is white and his father is black. But the Democrats do this. Oh, the first black president. They always use race. And this is why we in a situation right now overcoming that, the greatest divide. That's why we call him the fallen Messiah and the arch deceiver. You know what I'm saying? But once again, for the border security, right, the records enforce Trump, right, 2.0 is delivering results. The border is practically almost 100% lockdown, right? Americans are tired of the chaos at the border. Republicans own this issue, right? And it really does. I mean, we got tired of this type of stuff, right? Crime, education, and culture. Parents are fed up with failing schools, right? And woke indoctrinations. You guys remember this type of stuff? So here it is. Failing schools. These schools will be in the inner city, right? Because they have failed the inner city, overcrowding schools. I'm a part of that, right? Obviously, right? But failing schools, right? Look at it. They even had to have these standardized testing in order for them to be able to get their funding and stuff. And if the kids didn't pass, schools, they would lose it. And that's why we had a lot of school closings as well, too, in Detroit, as well as all these other inner cities, right? the education was terrible, right, man? And it wasn't easy, man, as well, too, because you had to, you know what I'm saying? A lot of other things, you know? Man, have some of you ever heard of going to school with 33, 34 students with one teacher? I mean, have you ever, for you guys in the suburbs, have you ever went to school when you had an overcrowding of schools and teachers underpaid, right? This is all because of Democrat-led policies, right, that have failed these inner cities, especially, right? I didn't remember a hot lunch, right, program, being honest, until I went to another school out of the city to another city, 70 miles away, right? And when I went to school with blacks and whites, right, whites were the majority, right? And this is where the first time that I started seeing another side, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. But I started seeing another light, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was two sides, because you got to keep in mind, growing up in a predominantly black school, right, and having predominantly black teachers and things, a lot of things slip by the wayside, right, when it come down to getting that one-on-one education. They couldn't do it, right? This is one of the reasons, right? We couldn't get the one-on-one education because the schools were overcrowded, and these, once again, are Democratic-led policies, right? And then you have these funding, right? The teachers union, right? We talk about that. That's one of the biggest funding that go into the Democratic Party as well, right? When these teachers, they pay their dues. A lot of these teachers are liberal as you know what, right? And that's it. They hate, right? You already know. They teach these agendas, right? They hate Trump. They can't stand Trump. They call him a racist. This is indoctrination, right? So this is why K-12, going into college, that's why they go into these universities and stuff like that. And they've been programmed to hate Trump. They've been programmed to say that he's a racist. They've been programmed, when you see like this hat, MAGA hat, this is what they're saying, right? They are saying, remember when the boys that came into public school, right, and wore a MAGA cap? Oh, man, it was like hell to pay, right? But these what we call indoctrination camps at the educational level, which was led by Democratic-leaning policies, right? And here we talk about it. It's already been exposed. But this is exactly what it is. They don't want to talk about the failures of the public educational system. They were taking that money, putting it wherever else they were putting it. It wasn't going into the school system. It's still this way now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got violence in the schools, metal detectors. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of stuff going on in these public schools. And many of you guys out in the suburbs in private schools, you guys, I don't know if it's something now they're putting the metal detectors in, because you already know Columbine, right? Oxford, that's the one here in Michigan, right? Way before that, you didn't have any type of metal detectors and stuff like that. Kids were able to go into school. But we, on the other hand, we had security, metal detectors, man. Oh, man, it was horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, students couldn't really get the and for some of them, right, because we had to deal with bullies growing up. We had to deal with a lot of things. There was gangs in public school, and some of you know what I'm talking about when you have gone to the inner city in the school thing. How in the hell can you worry about studying, getting A's and B's, when you got to worry about going to school or leaving the school? Back in those days, we wasn't riding the bus. It was in walking distance, right? We should have been on buses, but guess what? They stole the money. Suburbs, they got it. This is why Republican-ran cities are so much more efficient than in the city. City ran by Democratic people, right? They mismanage the funds. They take the money, right? They're always blaming on where the money go, right? We know it goes in their pockets, right? And this is what they've been doing. They've been stealing for a long time. Detroit is no exception, like what a lot of these other cities, man. Look at it, man. Look how horrible, look how terrible it is, man. Oh, man, I tell you, man, it's horrible, right? But what about the crime? We talked about the crime education and culture, right? Well, we already talked about that. Let me see. Did we talk about that? Yeah, we talked about the woke agendas, right? Crime is down in Republican-led areas. Safety, school choices, right? And common sense win votes, right? This is another thing, right? When it come down to the Republican-led, right, areas, they are so much more efficient when it come down to money. They know how to balance the budget. It's never this excessive overspending, like, oh, I don't know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Their neighborhoods are a lot better. Police, fire, right? Municipalities, everything is ran like it's supposed to be. You go downtown Detroit, it's like a damn zoo. Man, I tell you, 36th District Court, man, it's horrible, man. And, it's no excuse for it, but they always vote people that's against their best interests. And I'm talking about predominantly black, because we know Detroit is still predominantly black in the city of Detroit. But they constantly think that they have a friend in the Democrat Party. This is why their neighborhoods never get better, right? And I grew up in these neighborhoods. Man, I remember, even now, you can't even go down the alley no more. In the suburbs, you can go down the alley. City, you can't go down no alley. This is why they got to put their trash out front, because Detroit have alleys. Suburbs don't. Detroit have alleys. But they're not maintained very well. They won't spend the money fixing up the infrastructures, right? Bad, poor lighting, right? Look at it. They done ran a lot of this. We used to have like major supermarkets in the Detroit area, right? But after the riots and stuff, and 67 riots and stuff, where a lot of blacks burned out their own supply, their own sources of buying stuff. It was white flight. A lot of the whites and Jews, they moved right out of Detroit and went straight into the suburbs. That's exactly what it is, right? And ever since then, Detroit has been suffering. In 68, 69, 70, when we had Arabs coming over here, and I'm going to mention this too. You have like the people from Yemen, right? There was, I think it was GM, one of the CEOs of somebody that they went over there, and they put the word out that we are looking for what? What they really were looking for is more cheap labor. But they went over there in Yemen, brought them over here in 68, right? Set them up, right, to work in the plants. They said, don't worry about it. We'll take care of all the legal stuff. So they were responsible, because we know why. 71, we already know, went off the gold standard, right? So here it is. But they always wanted to hire cheap labor. They did it with the black folk, right? We're talking about sharecropping, right? We called it the Great Migration to the North, right? Henry Ford, right? That never liked black folks, right? It's a fact. However, right, he campaigned and had a lot of blacks to move up here to the north. It's called the Great Migration, right? And it's like my grandfather and a lot of other people, grandparents that came up here from the South. They were sharecroppers before that. But when the industrial age were coming in, they needed workers. They needed people that were going to be loyal and cheap. It was like a badge of honor working for Ford, you know what I'm saying, or GM or American Motors and all the rest of them, right? I mean, I'm just saying, though, man, that's exactly what ended up happening. So let's go down a little bit further. So when we talk about safety, school choices, and common sense, when it comes down to winning votes, this is what the Republicans have always ran on: common sense policies, logic, right? We believe in old school conservatism, right? When we talk about man and a woman, everybody used to understand this, right? There is only two genders: one male, one female. Very simple. No crash out. No trying to debate this. It's a biological thing, right? But who came up with all this stuff, right? Who came up with the same-sex marriages and all the rest of this stuff, and then wanted the American people to finance their surgeries, post-op, all the rest of the stuff? It wasn't fair. All that came up under Obama, right? This is another thing, right? Boy, I tell you, man, freedom and opportunities. We're talking about the low tax, energy independence, and standing up for big tech and globalist overreach, right? And this is exactly what Trump ran on. He said it. I'm going to take the power away from government and give it back to the people. I remember when he made that campaign promise. Is he not doing that now? He absolutely is. So here it is, low taxes, right? And this is what the big, beautiful bill, a lot of these other things, right, got that passed. Thank you, Chuck Schumer. We really appreciate that. energy independence, right? You know what I'm saying? And standing up to big tech, right? Remember with big tech, man, they were running amok because they were involved with what? Censorship. We didn't have a voice on YouTube. You can't even talk about the vaccine back then. We had to call it jab and other colorful words without being shut down and banned and all the rest of this stuff. You know, they put a censorship out under Joe Biden, basement Obama, because we know it was him anyway. He hated freedom of speech. That's why they had to put out the censorship. You guys remember I put that chart up under socialism? I talked about censorship and all these other things. I'm gonna put the chart back up though, you know, because what what we're gonna look at as the Democrats now with the SPLC, as I said yesterday, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, and all the rest of the stuff, man. That's who they vote for, vote against their best interests. There we go. So we talk about globalist overreach, right? Here's another thing. The globalists were basically obstructing, they were meddling in American affairs, right? When it come down to the economy, they had to say so. When it come down to the education, they had to say so. When it come down to safety, the borders, they had to say so, right? And people don't know that the people over here, when we talk about the Rockefellers, we talk about the Rothschilds and a lot of rest of these type of people, right? These are many more of what we call our globalists, right? These are the ones that's really pulling the strings behind the curtain, right? So it ain't just George Soros, it's many others, right? And they are what we call the globalists. But the people on the left think that this is actually not factually true, but they think it's some type of damn conspiracy, man, which is absolutely ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we're dealing with, you know? But let's go and get down through it further, though, you know? Boy, I tell you, man. But when we look at it, though, the polls may fluctuate, right? But when voters step into the booth, they choose results over rhetoric, right? And that's what it's all about. We know that Trump have ran a better policies. He had a better policies, and he had a solution into refixing, rejuvenating the economy when it come down to the borders and stuff. He had an answer to it. He just said, we got to build a wall. We have to secure it, right? Brought the 10th Mountain military and so forth over there, right? He brought some bad hombres down there to secure that border, right? Trump took action. The Democrats did not. They left the border open. They lied to the American people. Even Kamala Harris, the border czar. Remember when she was the border czar? Yep. Alejandro Mayorkas. Oh, this border is secure. Nobody's getting in. Oh, what she said, I'll deal with it once I become president. Oh, my goodness. And then we had to listen to that cackle, right? She was not only just low ID or IQ. She had a low IQ, ladies and gentlemen, right? Talking about Kamala, right? This is a woman here, and I'm so glad that we dodged that bullet, you know, whatsoever. Me and my friend talked about this last night. And with Kamala Harris, man, you know, this is a person that should have never. She's trying to run again, but she's not going to make it. Nobody's going to put money on Kamala. Kamala. You're not going to put money on her, man. Not at all, right? Not at all. She's not going to make it. And it's going to be an embarrassing thing, though. Boy, she was, man, you know, oh, my goodness. She was so upset. Like Hillary, too. Oh, my goodness. They both, boy, damn, they had a nervous breakdown, boy. The danger of the Democratic wave and why it won't happen. Let's go ahead and break it down. Let's be real. The Democratic House takeover would mean gridlock, investigations, and leverage and revenge politics instead of progress, you know, of the progress, right? That's exactly what it is. This is a retaliation campaign. They want to basically be able to secure their power. They never cared about the American people, and they already admitted it. You even heard low IQ Hakeem Jeffries, right? Wait until we get back in power. They're proving themselves. The mask is off. There's no hiding no more. When you are progressive, that means you are far left. And they still want to push these DEI agendas, right? They want to push this transgender stuff, right? This is the things, and they want to hurt and mutilate children. And they want men in where? Women's sports, right? Right? This is exactly what it is. Appreciate it. But this is exactly what's going on. Want men, right? Strong men in ladies' sports. Make that make sense, right? Make that. It's not even fair that it's that dude that was a swimmer, the man that was in the women's swim team, he broke the records. And I'm glad that Trump took it away from him, right? Because he needed to, right? This guy should have never been in there. And he even said if they catch him in there, though, it's going to be some fines and you know what I'm saying? War, but in any event, though. So I'm just walking this stuff down again. The choice is quite simple. I suggest if you can't get both research tools, it wouldn't hurt to have ground news because you can actually see, okay, I can take a look at the left or the center or the right. I can take a look. And for true moderates, this is the tool that you guys must have. And then once again, right pen, sorry about that, right pen. This is another one because what it does the fact checking for you. So it tells you when these articles are being written and read and all this other stuff, it's going to give you the factual information and what is left out of these articles. It also, you can do screenshots. I do it when people post on X and other nonsense, Facebook, Instagram, and I always tell, America First people, do not get caught up in that type of stuff. If you're good at researching, then you may not need it. But, it's a great research tool because you can screenshot it and it will let you know if that thing was true or not. It got me before a couple of times, I got to admit it. But now I can give more factual information when it comes down to real news, real credible news versus some old made up bias type crap stuff, which we don't even do in here, right? And I can admit when I'm wrong about something. Joe Mama will let me know, Joe Mama. Boy, shout out to Joe Mama. Where Joe Mama at, boy? I tell you, man. Joe Mama. Not Joe Mama, but Joe Mama. Yeah. Yeah, so other than that, so here it is, though. So when we talk about it, it's going a little bit further, though. So revenge politics. We know what that means, right? That means that, because they did it with Obama. Well, after he got in there, they went after Trump, right? They went after Trump. Thank you for the likes, though. And when I do this, you guys know what I mean, right? But they went after who? They went after Trump, right? They sure did. They went after him. And not only that they went after him, right? But we talk about Mar-a-Lago, right? They went after other politicians as well. It wasn't just him. They tried to ruin their lives and everything. You remember they got debanked and things from, Bank of America, and I think it was also Chase, and there's a few others. Capital One, I believe it is. They banked a president, right? A president of the United States. Kicked him off Twitter. Don't y'all find this to be very, very odd and weird, from the left? I think it's incredible how they just went after a person, right? They weaponized themselves to go after political opponents, right? They absolutely, absolutely think that the American people have forgot about this. You have not. You're sadly mistaken. Everything I'm talking about right now actually factually happened, right? There's no spin news on it at all. They're going to try to spin it, but we already know, right? What about John Bolton? He was involved with that type of stuff, man. I can't wait till his ass is locked up. Excuse my French, but he has to go too, right? John Bolton, not Michael Bolton, John Bolton. Not the dude that sang all the black songs. Oh my goodness, though. So here it is: high taxes, open borders, and radical Green New Deal nonsense. Y'all remember that new Green Deal scam, right? They were trying to convince, oh yeah, global warming and all this other kind of stuff, and then climate change. They had to change the name because it was like foolish. One moment the Earth was warming up, and then it started cooling down again. They said we just call it climate change, Paris Climate Act, all this other kind of stuff. All these scams. Even Bill Gates had to admit that it was a scam. They even cornered him and said, yeah, you got me, it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? And then it had that, who's that ugly woman, Greta Thunberg. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. The one from Sweden. Yeah, I love the fact, boy, they got her behind block. She's not even allowed to come into America, man. I know she tried, but she's banned for coming in here, as she should, Oh, man, boy. Got that boy haircut, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Greta, sorry, but you can't come into America. Your Sweden passport is not welcome here. Sweden, man, that's a strange country, man. They are so far left liberal, man. It's un-effing real, man. It's bad, man. Man, try dating a woman in Sweden, man. They got those men over there they got their you-know-what in a glass jar, man. And they break permission when the women say, man, you big, strong Sweden man or whatever. Yeah, they're not even allowed to even speak out against nothing. And that's what they were trying to do over here in America, man. We're seeing that trend, man, So, yeah, we don't want you, man. I don't want to deal with no Sweden woman. If you was Sweden and you on that BS, you ain't going to like me very much, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it real, though, Not going to like me very much, yeah, And I ain't going to like you pushing those agenda. They some of the worst, man, you know what I'm saying? Keep they behind over there in Sweden, man. We don't want them over here, man. You pushing that kind of nonsense and that type of liberalism, we don't want it. But I didn't see it, right? The overreach, right, we seen earlier in this term has woken people up because we got so tired of it. Like what they were doing in Canada, they doing it over there in Sweden. You know what I'm saying? They got those men's genitals on lock and key, boy, I tell you, man. Boy, it's terrible, man, to see grown men like that. The Trump administration focused on results over drama, which is resonating, right? And the American people are what? Boy, they are rewarded for competence. And this is what it means about having merit, right? We're talking about running on merit versus DEI. The country of America is great. It's coming back to be great again, where everyone will have an opportunity if they apply themselves, right? And this is exactly what's happening, man. Having the opportunity to be able to be, do, and have, right? And that's what it means to be an American, right? We have freedom, right? Freedom, justice, right? Boy, freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? That's what it means to be an American under the American First policies, right? Look at it, what's going on, man, Ain't that something, man? That's a beautiful thing, though, man. I appreciate you guys, too. But it's a beautiful thing, man, to be American first, man. America is what this country was founded on, right? We believe in having our freedom, right? We like our freedom of speech, freedom of religion, as well as freedom of the press. We love our Second Amendment guns, right, as well. This is another thing they try to take from us, right? Telling us that we can't have automatic and all this other stuff. They've been every time they say, oh, we'll do the high-powered machine guns, but we going to stop there. Now they want to take the AR-15s, the Desert Eagles and all the rest of the stuff. Now they want to go after the automatic pistols and everything. It got to be a certain amount of clips and everything like that. They were trying to disarm the American people so they can bring in their regime, right? This is where I get a lot of these radical Democrats, right? And you guys can do the same formula, right? Because when it come down to children mutilation, they were trying to set laws. Canada have them. Canada have it where if you try to persuade your child not to have a sex change, right? They would throw your behind in jail, right? Canada has that. And that's what they were trying to do over here in America, right? These type of policies never work. This is progressive. This is far left. It's intrusion, right? It goes against our Constitution. It goes against our freedom. They were the ones that were doing the mandates, right? When we talk about mandates, Biden did a mandate on what? He did that mandate about you had to have the COVID. You had to have the shot. If you didn't get it, you lose your job. Obama did it with what? Obamacare. What ended up happening there? You were fined $400 every year as long as you didn't have it. I know because it happened to me. Everybody can afford Obamacare. He got the kickbacks. What was it, $250 million every year? Obama got a personal kickback. And a lot of other people, what? It was, I would say, yeah, well, it's a good idea. When they passed it, they changed it. So remember they told us that we were going to have choices, right? We better select our providers. That didn't happen. United Healthcare and all the rest of the stuff, aren't they the dominant ones, if I'm correct, though? We didn't have choices on that. You know what I'm saying? The Obamacare is a disaster. It sounded good in theory, but no one really understood how they were going to pay for it. Democrats never have answers for that. They just give this little fluff stuff that they think that people are going to gravitate, which they did, right? Because a lot of the Americans were afraid to go after Obama because they didn't want to be called a racist, right? That's exactly what ended up happening. Mind you, he's half. He's not even he's biracial. Oh, my goodness. I always said I never liked Obama. Blacks be looking at me on the Democrat side. They be looking at me like I'm from another planet, man. How do you not like Obama? He's a black president. No, he's biracial. He's not black. He's biracial. Half black, half white. White mama, right? Oh, man. It's just all too easy, you know? But this is what it is. On the left, they reward incompetency, right? This is what they reward. This is what DEI is all about, right? They get so mad at their brother Tony Love because I exposed the truth. We're going to be walking this thing down all the way to the midterms, though. It's going to be a pretty easy, it's going to be a layup and a dunk. Slam and a dunk, because the Dems don't have anything. What they have is, a history of division, corruption, violence, neglect, hatred, and so forth. This is a whole list of them, right? And we start looking at censorship, gun control. Gun control, which really mean for them is removing all guns, right? They don't like the Constitution. Facts, right? That's one of the reasons why my detractors can't even debate anything I'm saying. They could just call me dumb, stupid. I never heard anything. That's like a third grader, fifth grader, sixth grader. That's all they got. They don't have nothing of real substance. They never had real policies that resonated with the American people. This is why we're here right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we're here right now. So just kind of go over some of these other things like we did, because I know I cooked. Man, I was on fire yesterday, man. I tell you, man, you know. But this is basically what it is, though. This party, this progressive left, it's not even something that regular Democrats don't even recognize no more. That's why they all trying to say they moderates, because the party is so embarrassing to them, though. And I know I got a lot of friends that are liberal, and I asked the same question to them. How do you like a man going into your daughter's bathroom? Let me ask you, are you okay with that as a Democrat? You know what they say? Hell no, right? I say, why is that? He's a man. I don't trust no man in no woman's bathroom. But this is where I get him, because a lot of people that are liberal ain't gonna trust no man with their daughter in the bathroom. You even have women over there. You hear that one sister said what she was gonna do if she catch a man up in there, right? Men do not belong in the women's bathroom. Tampons don't belong in the men's bathroom. They belong in the ladies' bathroom, right? I've been taking pictures of this, and I've been reporting it, you know, to the attorney general, whoever I have to do, and that's what we should be doing, because they are violating, right? They're doing this, and again, the Democrats are of resistance, right? Their hatred for Trump is very minimal. It ain't like what they were saying, talking about 70% of disapproval rating. That's a lie, right? And if it was true, I would ask them, my detractors in this room, give me the data. Don't just repeat what CNN and all these people saying, because even CNN got it wrong. These people are propagandists. That's not journalism. We don't have journalism. And after Obama came in, Smith-Month Act changed up a lot of stuff. All they're doing is preaching and putting out propaganda. That's not journalism. Many of you that are Generation X know who Walter Cronkite is. We had real journalism, right? They report the real facts, investigative journalism, right? We don't have that today. The people over there don't know nothing about it. They are given a script, being told what to say, right? We can say deep state globalists. They're just given a script, right? Because CNN under the old crooked CIA was the same thing. CIA gave the CNN a script, told them what to say. You guys know this stuff, right? I mean, I know it. But the people on the left is shocked. No, that's not true. It is true. I mean, now that we have what's a guy over there over the CIA, the director over the CIA, FBI, DOJ, the institutions are cleaned up, right? We got a lot of the bad apples out of there, right? Look at what Trump has been doing, man. He even said it, that he's going to bring integrity, right? Honor, trust back to the American people under these alphabet organizations, right? Right? Because before it was Wild Wild West, corruption, right? Protecting cartel, gang members, and all this other stuff. It's been look at the difference. That's why I love it. I'm not threatening people that's the Democrat. I say bring all the smoke, right? I want the smoke. Bring the smoke. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm doing a very, very good job, right? Not to have a 4-year degree or went to journalism school or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm doing a very good job. What you guys think? I think I'm doing a wonderful job, right? They're not getting paid. CNN getting paid to put out lies, right? And spin news, propaganda, right? That's what they do. But you got a lot of these people on the left that rah-rah for them because they think that, what's the other rags out there? CBS, right? ABC. I can't stand ABC, right? You also have, what's they call it? MS Max or whatever now. That's all trash with, what's her name? Rachel Madcow and all the rest of them. That's not journalism. She's a radical left that hates Trump. There's, what's that one, Caitlyn, whatever the chick, what's the black girl name on, what's that, CNN and all the rest of them? They hate, thank you guys, they hate Trump. When you have a radical, right, agenda, right, just like Ketanji Jackson, she should have never been the Supreme Court. You know who got her in there was Biden. That was purpose. That's a DEI right there. She's ignorant on the Constitution. She does not serve the will of the American people. It's the opposite, right? Low IQ and everything, right? She should not even be in that seat. This is the problem. She's a radical. When they asked her what is a woman, it was terrible, man. She know damn well what a woman is. This is the problem with these deranged people on the far left. They are totally gone. They have destroyed their party. Their party has no credibility whatsoever, and they absolutely think that they have a chance to win in the midterms without the cheating apparatus, right? You are gone. You are nothing, right? And that's what it is. And now with the SPLC for the Southern Poverty Law Center, it's exposed and tells a story for real, for real. The money that was funneled and paid, right, to racists, Ku Klux Klan, neo-Nazis, Aryan Nation, and all of them, they were funding these people. It proves the point once again that the Democrat equals KKK, right? Because if the shoe was on the opposite side, had the Republicans been doing that, boy, they would go relentless and say, well, we told you they are a bunch of racists. We're proving right here on my channel. They are racist. I'm talking about their leadership, the ones that set this up. They are racist. We know they were racist because look how they treated the black community. The black community never reached prominence because they liked the strife. They like the distress, dilapidated neighborhoods, underserved communities, and disenfranchisement. They love that, ladies and gentlemen. They love that because they can get more funding. And all they do is put it in their own pocket. But some of these blacks, I ain't going to say all of them, but some of them are so dumb and stupid. They don't even see who's been, they vote against their own best interests. And this is why ish never get done. They want to blame it on Trump. And this has been going on way before Trump, right? Trump had to send in National Guards to curtail all this violence. Did the Dems do it? No. The Dems were cooking the books with the DOJ, FBI statistics. We all knew it, right? They classified other people as being white, right? And pushed the white numbers up to say, yeah, whites do more crime than blacks. They did that on purpose. You think some of these people will believe it? Absolutely not. They were cooking the books, and we know this for a fact. And they did this on purpose, right? But all the games have been exposed. Dems, progressive Democrats, it's game over though, man. Your party, you have no leadership. You have no functioning leadership whatsoever. You know, you've been telling lies, right? Deceit, right? Espionage, all the stuff that you've been doing against the American people, spying on American people, right? Anybody that disagreed with the Democrats, right, they would call them what? A racist organization, right? These Christian nationalists and all the rest of them. Anybody that disagrees, anybody, you know what I'm saying, against abortion, that they locked up that elderly woman that was praying out in front of the abortion clinic, put her in jail and things. I think they got her out of there. Tina Peters, this is a woman that exposed the whole Democratic cheating apparatus, right? Y'all remember Tina Peters. She's still locked up right now with health issues by the Democrats, right? Let us not forget everything I've been talking about today. Let us not forget what they have been doing. You mean to tell me you still going to vote for these people? You are more insane than I think you are if you are. These things are factual. Look at the people in my room, right? Look at the likes and stuff. Not making this stuff up. They know the truth just like I do. We lived it. They locked Tina Peters up. Tina Peters was the early whistleblower. This is one of the reasons. The way that the progressive Democrats have weaponized themselves, make sure you go after any whistleblower, truth teller. Spread the information, misinformation, make them look. They made it sound like that she did something wrong, but they said that she cheated. She was trying to manipulate the voting things, which we know that's not the case at all. They locked up an innocent woman. Tina Peters, man. I should have a special thing saying free Tina Peters. Because this is important, though, ladies and gentlemen. Because if it can happen to Tina Peters, it can happen to you. Under the power of these progressive bastards. That's why we cannot have them in any more leadership. The mask is off. They already said what they're going to do. Right? Let us not forget. Right? You even had it. Who is it? Hakeem Jeffries told you what is going. He said when we get in power, they're going to go after Trump. They're going to try to impeach him. They're going to be a relentless. If they ever take control of the House and Senate, we already know what's going to end up happening, right? And then they're going to come after every single one. You think we don't have a voice now? They're going to change and remove every single executive order that Trump have set up. I think he's over 250 of them. But they're going to try to remove everything, right? But this is why Trump is getting this stuff codified into law where it cannot be removed. They're going to have a hell of a time trying to get rid of stuff that becomes into law. This is why we vote for Trump, right? Because if it's just a regular executive order, you've seen what happened on Trump's first term. When Biden, when he got in there by lying and cheating, right? In 2020, what did the Biden did? He went and unraced, what is it, like 90 some odd, almost 100 executive orders. You guys remember, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys remember that, right? He actually undermined and removed all those executive orders under Biden. It was easy for him to do because those executive orders was not codified into law. They need to be codified into law, right? We need to change the 16th and the 17th Amendment as well, because we need to educate. And I think what Trump is going to do is that we want from K-12 in college, we have to start telling the history and reversing what the Democrats have done. See, what they have done is that they have flipped. They said that up is really down and down is up, coming from the progressive Democrats, right? The educational system has to be revamped, and they have to be educated on what is a central bank, Federal Reserve. They have to be educated on this, so therefore this stuff never happens again. Because the problem that we have in this country is history repeating itself, and they always say when a person don't know the past, they doomed to repeat it. We have to make sure that history is told. Now that we are in the winning seat, the ones that are the winners tell the history. The Dems been telling the history, but they've been lying about the history, right? Right? This is the reason why they were trying to remove those statues, because they wanted to make sure that all the racist stuff under their watch was removed, so therefore no one, it would be always argumentative type of conversations and speculation. But we want those statues there as a reminder, right? The Confederacy as a reminder, so therefore this stuff never is repeated ever again. That's what has to happen, right? But they were trying their best to remove them. And thank God that Trump was there again. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, man. I tell you guys, though. So to my conclusion, right, and things, though, and the call to action. Look, midterms are a battleground, right? We know this. But with strong leadership under Trump and a favorable Senate map improves what? The economy numbers. Voters who want America first continue. Republicans are positioned to defy the odds and come out strong in 2026. It's a beautiful thing. It isn't a blind optimism. It's about fundamentals. We're talking about history and what's actually happening on the ground. If you're fed up, right, here's what you can do. Stay informed, right? Share the truth with your family and friends. Share this video if you like. Sub. I know you guys do anyway, and I appreciate you guys subbing. Get involved locally, right? Volunteer, donate, or run for office for yourself. You can do this. You don't have to. It's already proven. The far left Democrats proven that low IQ, you can get into politics. And you guys are a lot smarter than them, so you can get in politics, man. We need patriots, right? But this is what we need so we can get these people out of here. Vote like your country depends on it, right? Because it does. It depends on all of you, black, white, and other. We all are Americans, right? So tell me about this. So what do you think, right? Will the Republicans hold the chambers? You know, drop your thoughts and comments down below, though. It's appreciated. I do read them, you know what I'm saying? You guys have been killing it on that like button and the subs as well, too. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming in. I'm going to look at some of the comments. But before I do, you know how I do. You already know what's coming, don't y'all? Y'all been on the channel long enough. Hold on for a minute. Now we got to do the comedy hour, though. Yeah, I can put some comedy in here, you know? You know what I'm saying? That's why I call it Tony Love, though. I do this out of love. Thank you for the likes. I'm like, you know what's coming, don't you? Let me see here. Let me go ahead and pull this up here. But yeah, though, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoy delivering the news and things that the left Democrats should be doing. But before I even show that, though, let's talk about this here again. This is very important. This SAVE Act, you know what I'm saying, has to happen. When we talk about, you know, voter ID, we're also talking about proper ballots. We're not talking about the mail-in ballots, only on certain circumstances. Proof of citizenship, right? This is another one here. Let me move that over a little bit. Proof of citizenship, in person, no mass, it says here, no mass mail-ins, right? Absentee for who? Military, disabled, and verified inability, right, to be at the poll places. And I think that is very, very fair. How about you guys? Y'all think that's very fair? I think it's very fair. Smarter precincts, right? Because we want to be able to have it where people can just go in there and just vote like old school. national holiday. This should be a national holiday as well, where people ain't got to ask to take time off. Even though they will excuse it, just going to make it a holiday. Makes sense. Results in by 9 p.m. Winners announced by midnight. And that's fair. This is common sense stuff. It's not complicated. All this mail-in ballot stuff, so they allowed them to play with the numbers. We're not going to allow this to happen. This will go through, though. I'm very optimistic about it. I'm not paranoid. I'm not scared. I'm not panicking. I know it's going to happen, just like with the big, beautiful bill got passed. And there it is again, though. We got a president, ladies and gentlemen, with common sense and logic that comes up with decision-making, great leadership, right? Never change things, right? Like the Democrats do, and then they can sit back and blame, right? Blame Trump. Everything is Trump fault. Trump, right? But here it is. It's just that simple, right? This right here is going to solidify, right, us winning the midterms, right? And you guys know it. I know it, right? This is exactly what it is. So the SAVE Act, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what it is. The SAVE Act, safeguarding our future elections for the American people, right? Boy, I tell you, man, somebody had to do it. Somebody had to care, because we already know those Dems equal KKK. They never cared about the people. Oh, my goodness. Yep. And that's why I said they get so butthurt and mad about that, but it's the truth. Their party is the KKK. Always have been. Always will be. Right? And this ain't no alleged. This is facts. So let me go ahead. I'm going to remove that. And then what we're going to do, and let's go ahead and put up, boy, these are the people here who also, what is it? Democrats are trying to destroy America. They were doing a good job of it, you know. Look at it. I didn't do Nasty Pelosi in there because, you know, she's irrelevant at this point. But a lot of you guys on the left know who these people are, and they are responsible. These people led a coup. You know what I'm saying? Some of them. Like Obama, Hillary Clinton, James Clapper, James Comey, right? Susan Rice, McCabe, a lot of them, man. There it is right there. Boy, I tell y'all, man, ain't that something? This is the type of stuff right here that we had to deal with. I just want to keep this up for a minute, man, you know? Want to keep this up. Look at this. You can't hide this stuff. Welcome, Happy Mac. I'm glad to see you in the chat. I'm gonna get in the chat pretty soon. I just gotta do my comedy hour thing for a minute. Just give me one moment. You know what I'm saying? I've been hitting the Dems very hard, Ryan. It's then got to the point that they really don't have any type of defense for this type of stuff. I welcome it, but they just don't have any. You know, they don't have any. You know, lying media that try to protect them. Those days are gone, man. Those days are gone. And this is another thing here that I like to keep, because this is what has been in the black community right here. This is what you got. What they did produces this right here. This is the type of stuff that's being produced, right? Boy, I tell you, man. Look at this. Sounds real familiar, right? Oh, my goodness, though. That's them. That's them. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember that one? That's one of the Democrats. I'm going to pull the other one up, too, though. The Democratic Clown Show. I had to unmask them so, therefore, y'all can see the faces. You know what I'm saying? In all their glory, though. You know what I'm saying? Man. I tell you, man, hold on for a minute. Just give me one moment. I'm going to put the other one up. Y'all know how I do. Boy, you know how I do. It's going to be comedy hour now. Now I get a chance to clown the trolls like I always do, because it's so funny. There we go. I'm just going to pull that back up here. There we go. Move that up right here. There we go. Boy, look at him, man. The Democratic Clown Show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. Get your tickets. The greatest, or the worstest show on earth. There we go right here. Boy, we got to go down through the list again. Who do we have here? We have Gavin Knucklehead Newscomb, right? We got Maxine Wicked West Waters with the low IQ. She's got the tamarine up, you know. Resist, you know. We got Oh, is that Obama? Oh, yeah, that sure is. Look at it. We got Barack Obama. Yeah, save for change. Yes, we can. You know, you got Obama. Yep, there you go right there. Oh, this is Adam Pencil Neck Shifty Shift. And then we have, is that Hillary? Yes, in the middle. Boy, she got the Beetlejuice pantsuit on, man. Look at her, man. Waving and happy and everything. Then look at Chuck Schumer. I see you, Chuck Schumer. Boy, you all in action, man. Look at him. Looking like an action figure. I tell you, man. Man, I tell you. Look at Hakeem Jeffries, man. Looking like the court jester he is, man. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Is that AOC? Oh, yeah, sure is. That's AOC, man. Doing a handstand, man. Boy, look at them legs up, man. Oh, my goodness. And then last but not least, we have Pocahontas, Pocahontas, Polka Dot, Pocahontas, Pocahontas, Pocahontas. There you go. That's Elizabeth Warren, you know, she always want to say, are you in collusion with Trump? Oh, my gosh. Boy, this is all too easy, man. Happy Mac, this is all too easy, man. And all the rest of you, man, we got, oh, yeah, look at this, boy. We got Jason and a lot. I'm going to get there to the comments in a minute. Y'all know how I like to do, man. Look at this, man. Look at this. Oh, my goodness, boy. Oh, my goodness. Look at this here, boy. The lowest of the low IQ is right here on this page right here. And that's why, I mean, they were pulling these BS policies, left-leaning policies, how they just tried to, they practically almost destroyed the black community pretty much. Look at it. Same old stuff, like America, DEI stuff, you know, transgender, all this crazy stuff, mutilation of children and all the rest of this stuff. Boy, look at this, the educational system. We were up in the 50s. We was at the top 10, like number one. Now look at us. We way down at the bottom, man, because of their failed democratic left-leaning policies, man. Look at this. I tell you, man, we got blight in the black community, underserved communities, right? Disenfranchisement, right? Gang activity, right? Boy, man, where do I need to stop? Predator lending. We even got a damn Foot Locker. You know you in the hood when you see a Foot Locker, right? Foot Locker and pay in advance, right? Oh, man, and Planned Parenthood. That's what we got from these assholes right here, right? That's what we got. Boy, I tell you, man. Oh, man. We got the ninjas in the house. You damn right about that. Look at this ninja right over here, boy. All of them are ninjas. Boy, I tell you, man. Low education and all, man. You know, I love, and boy, I just fillet them up, man, just like that damn catfish, man. Got him, boy. I tell you. Texas Jane in the house. Hold on for a minute. I see you, Texas Jane. Boy, that's Texas Jane, though. Got her 2 6 irons, you know what I'm saying? We also have for the fellas, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys showing up as well. My mods and stuff like that. Happy Mac in there. Let me go ahead. Oh, yeah, it's all good. It's all good, though, man. I do it well. I love filleting these low-down, progressive left, so-called demo KK. Well, they actually are KKK. That's right. Ain't no so-called. It's actually factually true. We got Bobby Fischer in the house, man. He says Obama did good under Obama. Made 50 million. Let me see, 50 million worth billions now. Look at it. He worth billions, man. Ain't that Texas Jane wave? I wave back to you, Texas Jane. Boy, that is what's up, boy. Texas Jane from Texas. Got her 6 shooters, man. You know what I'm saying? Pa, 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 you know? Boy, I tell you, man. Look at this, man. But, yeah, y'all see this foolishness right here? I need to go ahead and get this as a painting. Hanging on my wall, man. Remembering the days when we had clownery, buffoonery, in our elections as well as in our government, man. I tell you, man. This is the goof troop right here, man. Look at these goofies, man. The goof troop. That's the real goof troop. Boy, I tell you, I'm Obama. I got a low IQ, but hopefully I can confuse the masses of Americans. Look at this. Oh, my goodness, man. Boy, I tell you, man. Look at this, boy. This is just bad. So for those that are coming in now, and some of you guys, let me just do a little bit of recap of This is the article, right? I got to show this to you. Let me do this here. Let me move this up just for a minute. I'm going to bring it back down. Don't worry. You can still get a chance to see me. Okay, this is the article, ladies and gentlemen. This is the article that I read earlier today, and I knew it was a bunch of mess. You see where it says blue here? This is ground news. This is what I use. So ground news, it lets you know who wrote, as far as who wrote the article, if it's left-leaning, in the center, or on the right. This is a left-leaning article, right? Supposedly an article. It's really propaganda, right? So I did a copy and paste, you know what I'm saying? So I put it into right pen, right? And this is what it came up with. Now the part where it everything was everything until it says driven mainly by, it says 70% disapproval. But here it is right here. The correction is soft protest numbers, which means we don't know what soft means. It's nothing to be nothing of irrelevant. It's not relevant at all. Look at this. Soft means weak, right? In my opinion, look at this. Of Donald Trump rather than a strong support for Democrats, right? And then here it is right here where it says while Republicans remain on edge, we're not on edge. We are dominant on the border security, not on edge, because Trump's numbers surpass the left. And these are facts. This is why I'm telling you guys, you got to get this while it's on sale. And I got to drop my affiliate link down again like I did yesterday, right? But at any event, you know, this is before it goes up May 1st. This is one of my main fact check weapons that I use against the left. They're no match at all. And then I can copy and paste this stuff, right? It says here what they left out. They left the poll. It says the poll is sourced through CNN, right? Which has a well-documented left-leaning editorial slant, yet it's represented as neutral analysis. You know what I'm saying? So like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to do no screaming, which I won't do anyway. But, you know, with these people, this checkmate them. It let them know of their hypocrisy. And we're talking about not just that, but we're talking about also propaganda that they've been pushing. They've been pushing this stuff for a long time. Look at this. I can post this. I can put this on Facebook. Look at this. And I can make a comment, right? In regards to it, for what they're talking about. Look at this. A 6-point generic ballot led fueled by who? Disapproval, right? Not enthusiasm, right? Tells you right here. From CNN sourced polls, it's not a wave. It's not. How is they calling this a wave? It is a headline as how these same polls perform in 2022 and 2024 before drawing conclusions. But what they do on the left is all about emotions, crash outs, not about logic, not about reasoning, right? It's all emotional behavior. You see the guys in here too, they worse than the women, right? You guys are seeing this in real time. I'll be posting this stuff when I be on other stuff. Bam. These are facts. This is what they won't tell you. It's what's we call it spin news. Spin news don't work here. When you try to put it in here, if I felt like it, I can just copy and paste what they said, and we can all have it. Like I did yesterday. We had a great old time fact checking the crap that they talking about. Trump has what did it say? Trump has the lowest rating ever. And they stuck on this 70% stuff, which is a lie. That's not the truth at all. But when it's sourced through who? CNN. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. And who is CNN? We already know, man. They just keep going down the rabbit hole. We can keep doing this all day. Oh, man, goodness, boy. I tell you, soft protest numbers, not 70% disapproval. Soft protest numbers, right? And we know the protesters are being paid. That means that don't count at all. Oh, my goodness. Bam, right? Yeah, so there that is. You guys see it. This is the tool that I use. I learned about it yesterday, and that's why you see it right now. So this right here, we have elevated ourselves to another whole level, boy. And that's the thing about it, though. It's not about convincing stupid people or Trump derangement people, right? And I appreciate the likes again. It's not about stupid people or Trump derangement people, because you can't. There's no fix for that unless it's the mental asylum, right? That's probably about the only thing that we better admit a lot of people in, especially after these midterms, that we will win. Just like I said earlier, they were over here early celebrating how they got Pennsylvania. I wasn't worried in the least, because I even knew it was unconstitutional. The judge, and they already ruled it. I forgot what the numbers of the favor was, but they ain't got nothing coming in Virginia, right? They were trying to do a 10-to-1 seat arrangement with that gerrymandering stuff, and they started it, right? That's how I say, though, man. Don't you love it when the plan comes out right? No screaming, no hollering. It is what it is, right? That's why I say I walked these guys straight down today, didn't I? You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do. Walk them straight down, right? Walk they behind straight down. Not only they're going to have to do the perk walk, but they're going to do the walk of shame, man. The walk of shame. The Democrats are going down. They're already down. What I'm talking going down, they already down. You know what their real approval rating? They so far underwater, it's the negative. That's why a lot of them talking about, well, yeah, I'm as a moderate, you know. I'm neutral. Their party is trash, man. It's on fire, right? About to sink right down into the ocean where it belongs. That's the thing about it up, man. That's why they come in here. Shut up. They are butt hurt. Look at them, man. Where my crybaby at? Y'all know my crybaby sound. You know how I do. Oh, my goodness. Here it go. Oh, Dems. Oh, man, it's okay, Dems. You lost Virginia. You're going to lose Florida, too. I told you. You thought I was lying when I said, you ain't got nothing. It's this big tsunami wave. Not the red wave. It's a tsunami. Do you realize a tsunami is way bigger than a wave, man? Oh, my goodness. We're talking about well over 100-foot waves, man. That's going to make up a tsunami, man. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, man, boy, look at this, man. I just love kicking them in the old keister, right? Boy, look at this, man. You are no match for MAGA, right? This is a thing. This is what we call America First policies. Common sense and logic. That's all Trump ever offered. And we voted for this. Many of us voted for this, and I'm not ashamed, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed of it at all. Boy, I tell y'all, man, boy, I tell you, man. And when this guy talking about UK, man, UK is gone, man. Ooh, man, I would hate to be in the UK. In fact, y'all gonna pay that money that you owe the Americans, man. From World War II, man, we want all that money ran. We're gonna pull out of NATO. We're gonna pull our troops out because Trump said he was gonna do that. We're going to come out of Germany. We're going to come out of these places, though, and let y'all fend for yourself. If you want our help, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay like you weigh. Boy, I can't wait for that. You're going to pay like you weigh, right? That is what I love, boy. All these European nations that was not there for us in the Iran situation, you're going to pay, and you are going to pay. Ain't going to be no more free protection by the U.S. military. 10,000 troops and more being pulled out, man. For Spain, too, boy. Spain, we're going to spank that behind. You're going to pay us if you want our military help. And therefore, we got the largest economical market in the world. We are military strong, politically strong, right? Economically strong. You guys are weak. You guys are cowards. And you guys, if you want our help, you're going to pay for it. That's exactly how it should go. Thanks to a competent president, which is Donald J. Trump, right? That's why his face deserves to be on Mount Rushmore. They're even talking about it now. He will go down as one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying? Getting this country back together, though. You're going to have Pledge of Allegiance. That's going to be in every school again, you know. Oh, say, can you see, right? We're going to do that Star Spangled Banner, right? To the United States of America, to the republic of which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all, right? That's what I'm talking about. Pledge of Allegiance, man. That's what's going to be in every school, man. We are so far ahead, and they just hate it, boy. USA. USA. We the best. I'm like Khaled, what's that, DJ Khaled? We the best. We the best. You know what I'm saying? We the best. You know, America is the best. We are not the doormat of the world no more. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay them, tariffs, and you're going to pay like you weighed, all right? And those tariffs are not going to stop. And this is for all of you European nations and the world, too. You're going to handle your own affairs. Care about your country like we cared about ours. At least America stood up. The people got fed up with these progressive, leftist, BS policies that never worked for the American people. And that's why you see these people up here right now. Look at them. Clowns. Just like y'all got clowns over there in your country. Your leadership are clowns, right? We talk about, was it a Keir Starmer? A clown, right? What about Macron? Clowns, right? Oh, my goodness, right? I should do one over there for all of them. I should put the, I really should, Ursula, Del Van Lyons, and all the rest of them. I really should, though. I should have one for Europe, too, because, matter of fact, I'm going to have, that way y'all going to see two of them. You're going to see the clowns over here, and then the clowns over there in Europe, right? We're going to do it, right? Got to throw Canada in there, too. Now, I give Canada a little grace, because at least the Western front, they ain't rocking with that liberal stuff over there on the East. We get it like 60 to 61% of the oil coming from Canada. I already talked about this stuff yesterday, though, right? That's the majority of we get our oil from is Canada. We got a large percent. Second is Mexico. These other countries are very minimal. That's why the rate should have never went up in the first place. But we know why that is, right? I already explained that too, man. We even showed it in real time. They have nothing for me, ladies and gentlemen. All they do is just coming in here and mad and hot and upset, like they always do, right? Because I never thought that this brother right here that stand firm on Trump policies, and I know them, and I can put them out there, and we can talk about it, right? They don't have nothing on the left, though, nothing. Oh, man. So look at these clowns right here. Let's go ahead and do it again, right? Look at it. Boy, I tell you, thank you for the likes, boy. Oh, my goodness. So I got to have a little bit of fun here, though. Oh, my goodness, boy. Look at this. These are the main culprits. Let us not forget, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all going to remember this photo here. This image. Y'all going to remember this all the way to the midterms, man. All you got to do is download it, put it on your phone, save it as a screen, whatever you got to do. These are the clowns, man. All of them. Low IQ clowns. You know what I'm saying? Yep. We had to get some of them out of there. We got Al Green out of here. That would want to look like a werewolf with the cane and the ponytail. We got Jasmine Hood Crockett out of here, man. I tell you. And many more, man, they got to go. You know what I'm saying? Because if they would have still been relevant, they would have been on this list. Trust me. I just didn't put them up because they're not relevant. And then, and I got Gamala too. But let me show you the one with Cap. Hold on for a minute. Because, I made a mistake and forgot about her because she was so irrelevant, But I want to make sure that we want, where she can get the recognition as well, too. Let's go ahead and do that. Here it is right here, guys. I just want y'all. There it is. There it is. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Can we go down? Let's go down here again, man. Let's go down the list, man, shall we? Oh, my goodness. Yep, we got Barack Obama. Oh, that's Joe Biden right there in the sunglasses, man. Boy, look at him. Look at Hillary, man. Hillary Rodham Clinton. Look at her, man. She looks so happy with that red nose and stuff like that. I just want to pinch it. Oh, there you go. Making noise every time I pinch it. Oh, is that Chuck Schumer? Chuck Schumer. Yeah, there we go. There's Kamala Harris. Look at her little red nose, boy. Rudolph Kamala with your nose so bright. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight, boy? Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Look at Hakeem Jeffries, boy. The Brooklyn Obama, right? The rising star, man. The low IQ person, boy. Look at him, boy. Hakeem Jeffries, boy. Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this. Yeah, we got here Adam Pencil Neck Shifty Shift. Shifty and shady, nothing burger. Oh yeah. Trump was involved with Russia, man. Oh Oh, man, look at AOC, man. Looking all sassy. She actually look good in that outfit, man. The color brings her out a little bit, even I can't stand her. But look at her. Got a little clown suit on, man. Look at her, boy. Yeah, y'all, look at this again, boy. Oh, yeah, I see you there, Bernie. Bernie, like, striking the pose, though. The oligarchy. Oh, no, the oligarchy. I'm going to sleep. It's the oligarchy. Go ahead, Bernie. Go on and go to sleep now. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Almost past your, it's about time for you to go and get your nap in and things like that. Then we got Polka Dot Pocahontas Elizabeth Warren. Look at her, though. What you holding there, Elizabeth Warren, boy? Look at her, man. Oh, my goodness. Look at Elizabeth Warren, though, Are you working for Trump? Are you doing it for Trump? She's so obsessed. TDS, man. Boy, she's so nervous. You can see the panic in her eyes, man. She never would have thought that Trump would be the president of the United States of America. 7 swing states, won the House and Senate, 77 million plus. Oh, my goodness, man. Ooh, man. You could just see it. They would panic. The left, they were out of their mind. I watch it every day. I watch it every day, man. I be cracking up. They be going nuts, acting a damn fool, man. Talking about they gonna withhold sex. Even got on their profile anybody that vote for Trump. Boy, how's that working out? Look at Maxine Wicked West Waters. You have to resist. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, she been in office since 1994. Maxine Waters, you should have set your behind down a long time ago. Boy, I tell you, you should have been out of here. You don't do anything for the people. This woman, like all of them, $1 million homes. All of these people are millionaires. Let that sink in. Every last one of them are millionaires. How did that become, right? And I'm going to do one with Ilhan Umar and all the rest of them, those clowns, too. We're going to get Tim Waltz. I'm going to get them all. When you see this thing, it's going to be lined up with some other shady characters, right? And last but not least, is that Gavin Knucklehead Newscomb? Oh, my goodness. Representing California, boy. California is a place where you don't be free. They want to take your guns and take your rights. So though your behind can't be free. That's exactly what it is, though. Oh, my goodness. Boy, I'm on the road, Jason. Boy, welcome back, Jason, man. I got to look. Yeah, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy. I clown them better than they do, man. They can't clown. I clown them. You know, look at this. Oh, my goodness, boy. It's just too easy. They are mad about it, man. This is the 3-ring circus, man. When I get finished with it, I'm gonna get that Ilhan Umar, man. I'm gonna get them all, man. Ooh, I'm gonna get them, man. It's coming, man. Hell has no fury, right? Oh my goodness, hell is coming, boy, and they know it. They know it. I'm gonna get them. Shall I get them? I'm gonna get all of them, right? Oh my goodness, man. Look at this type of stuff right here, boy. This is the stuff right here. The Demo Circus, right? The Demo KKK Circus. Well, we support the Ku Klux Klan. We supply them, we support them, right? And then we go after people that are against the Democratic war machine, right? The racist Democrat war machine, right? This is exactly what it is. But no longer would Americans be terrorized. And a lot of these people I would like to see in prison where they belong. Because you got to be able to justify how you got so much, how you got so rich. And we know why. The USAID, never forget, right? If it wasn't for Doge and Elon Musk and his smart people and big balls, shout out to big balls, oh my goodness, big balls, right? Oh man, big balls. Oh my goodness, though, man. We just have compiling evidence, ladies and gentlemen, compiling evidence how wicked this party is on the left. They have no leader, right? They are discombobulated. They don't know their front from their rear no more. They're infighting with each other. Everybody want to be the man, right? Talking about they can take on Trump. Ain't none of them can take on Trump. And that's the truth. Boy, I tell you, man, don't you love it when a good plan comes together? what is it, the A team, boy? We call this the T team for Trump. Team Trump, right? And MAGA and Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, right? Boy, I tell you, man, ain't that a beautiful thing, boy? I just love, boy. I troll them, man. I get they behind. I get in that behind, boy. Look at this. Which one do y'all like? Y'all like this one, or you like the other one with AOC doing the handstands? Oh my God, these are your felons right here. Should be your 3,400 count felons right here. This is the ones that should be locked up, and we will see some arrests though. Accountability, silver bracelets, especially with you, Obama, man. They got evidence against this man. It's so tough. I wouldn't want to be in that situation though, Jason, Beatrice. I wouldn't want to be in that situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Those silver bracelets, Hillary too, boy. I tell you, man. Oh my goodness, man. Woo, man, boy. Your boy right here. I have to teach the Republicans, man. I gotta teach them how to troll the Democrats because I got a special talent for it, right? And we do it with memes and fun stuff and everything because you gotta keep in mind, coming from the black community, which is all blue. So I had to learn some things though as a kid, right? So this is what it is though. So I'm not out of touch with the stuff that I'm talking about. It's right on time. You know what I'm saying? Boy, we can clown them like this all the way to the midterms, man. We should put together a nice little video of all the stuff that they've been talking about, of more hypocrisy coming from them. How Obama, Joe Biden, and Harris all talking how they should shut Iran down, right? I did it before. I'm going to do it again, right? I'm going to do it again. You know how I do. I'm going to do it again. You dare me, I do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Their hypocrisy, right? Hearing Hillary saying illegal immigrants in this country, none of them had to smoke whatsoever. Even with Joe Biden, they knew about the Epstein files. They never said it once. It was obvious that, Joe Biden didn't have it. He wasn't, the faculty was up here. And I'm glad it went down this way. They did not pull the 25th Amendment. They were supposed to, but they didn't. Boy, I did. And then they defranchised their own party, man. Oh, my goodness. It's like, man, and then that's all they know how to do. You notice, though, ladies and gentlemen, there's no debate. When they up here talking about pedo and all this other stuff, that's all they got. Shut up. That's all they got. They're like little children, right? Yeah, boy. That's why y'all laughing over here, right? I appreciate it. You see the clown tit? Jason, you got that right, though. Y'all love it. Y'all know it. Y'all love it. Y'all know y'all love it when I go in here and go in on them, man. Man. These are the culprits. These are the traitors. These are the people that betrayed America. And there's many more of them. I'm going to get Ilhan Umar. I'm going to get her. She got herself, but I'm going to get her. I'm going to get them. These are your grifters right here. Because they're all millionaires. They cannot tell you how they got the money. We know where it came from, right? They're talking about billionaires. They tell the poor that billionaires, right? Not millionaires, billionaires are the problem, that the poor are the poor, coming from millionaires. Let that sink in just a little bit. Let it sink in. Could it be that these millionaires are the sole reason, right, why most of us are poor in this country, right? Let's just keep it real, right? They are responsible for the economy. They are responsible when it comes down to border security. They are responsible for stealing money in these other highly Democratic-led cities. They are responsible for allowing illegals to come in this country. They are responsible, right, once again, for setting up set-aside programs for them. They are responsible for allowing illegals in our electoral, system, right? These people, right? They are solely responsible, and many more. It's not just them; it's many more. They are the same reason, right? This is the reason why our school systems were failing, right? Our communities were failing, right? Her whole, what else? I mean, there's so many things, right? But this is what it is right here. These people are responsible, and we never going to let them off the hook. They are the ones that are responsible for funding the Ku Klux Klan, which they are the Ku Klux Klan. That's why I say Democrats equal KKK. The Ku Klux Klan. Now that we have unmasked like a Scooby-Doo episode, we done pulled the mask off these people. Oh, my God, it's the Democratic Party. Oh, they were the ones that's funding the Ku Klux Klan, Southern Poverty Law Center. Oh, my goodness, man. That's why I say, man, it is fun, right? It ain't what they all used to say. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. We got the gun now, boy. Figuratively, you know what I'm saying? Trump said I was being hunted, but now I'm the hunter and they are the hunted. Obama, Hillary, all of them are being hunted, and they know it too. And we're going to see accountability, silver bracelets is going to be coming, man. Don't y'all love it when a plan works out? This is why I do this, right? And y'all feeling it just like I'm feeling it, right? Look at this, right? Because over here, we're talking about the truth, right? I don't get paid for this, for the most part of it. I'm just saying. I'm talking about the Republicans are not paying me. I did this as a hobby. I see a little monetary thing now, which is nothing wrong with it. That's how business is, right? But when you enjoy doing something and you're good at it, boy, and you get rewarded for it, right? That's exactly what it is. Instead of being like these other influencers, I called them out before. That's why when I call them controlled opposition, you know what they do? They kick me out the room. That's how afraid they are of me. They're afraid of people like me, right? Controlled opposition, kicked out the room. All they care about is the four corners and the echo chamber. They don't get nowhere near the pushback like I do in these rooms. You know why? Because they minds go in there and just, they go ahead and take them out. Because they cannot defend what is the obvious, right? That's the obvious. The obvious is that they on the take. They have been lying to the people. They preach and spit out what? Spin news, propaganda news. This is exactly what it is, right? Yep. This is why y'all rock with your boy. And I appreciate it, though, rocking with your boy. Tony Love, though, you know what I'm saying? And I just love doing it. I trolled them far better than they trolled me. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. Look at this, boy. Man. These are the clowns. Clown circus, right? Shall we look at some more memes or whatever? Actually, you know what? Let me do this here. We're gonna do this here. And let's go ahead and pull up Truth Social. I love Truth Social, man. Y'all got to get on the White House, too. I downloaded the app. I got White House. It's called the White House. You can get it on, the App Store, right, for Apple, for the iPhone, or you can do it on Google Play, man. It's called the White House. If you are America first and you care about this country, download that app. It's free. You get all the updated information, man. You really do. You get all of the updated information. And it's a beautiful thing, though, right? Let me see here. Not Truth Finder, Truth Social. Okay. Let me see here. There we go. There we go. Boy, Truth Social. Yep. There's our fearless leader right here. Right? You should be on Truth Social. I know you guys on. Hey, now here it is. I said we're going to talk about it here, right here. This is the guy right here. Look at this here, man. This is the dude right here. They got the photos and everything. Look at him. That's another position right here. What the hell were you thinking? Boy, you ain't going to never get out ever again, boy, in life, boy. They're going to have your behind. You'll probably be just drinking soup for the rest of your life once they're done with you. You know what I'm saying? You try to take out our fearless leader. And we know who the people that was behind it. Y'all think this guy was an acting alone gunman? That's what they want you to think, right? And I'm sure we're going to get more evidence that he was not acting alone. They never are. They never are. Look at this. Boy, look at this. Boy, that boy here is so nappy, boy. Look at this, boy. I just want to slap him upside the head, boy. You know what I'm saying? Now look at this. This is a situation right here, though, right? Look at this.
It looked like he checked it twice.
Lieutenant Hudson, you monitoring this area?
Look at this. Yep. The thing about it is that now there's a little bit this is why we have to have that ballroom. Right? We have to have the ballroom, though, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Trump says. He says law enforcement has requested that we leave the premises. Right? Right? Mm-hmm. Right? This is the thing what he said, consistent with protocol, which will do immediately. I will be giving he says here, a press conference in 30 minutes, right? And I know a lot of you probably watched it, and I listened to it too, from the White House press briefing room, right? The First Lady plus the Vice President and the cabinet members are all perfect condition. Thank God, boy. Thank God, boy. You know what I'm saying? Boy, look at that, man. So he said they're in perfect condition, and we will be speaking to you within a half an hour. I have spoken with the representatives in charge of the event, and we will be rescheduling in 30 minutes. President Donald J. Trump. Gotta like that. You know everything. You like E.F. Hutton, though. If y'all remember E.F. Hutton, every time he's talked, you better listen. You better listen, man. Look at this. This is a thing here, man. Boy, Donald Trump, boy. How many assassination attempts, whatever? But this is it right here, though, man. These people are so evil. And now that the mask is off, they're not hiding it. They're not hiding it at all. They're just letting you know, right? Look at the comparison. Look at the water when Hussein Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, when he was in the White House. Look at the look at this. This is the mall, right? Look at this here. Look how the water is. All green with algae and everything. Now look at Trump. Look how clean that is, ladies and gentlemen. He got the White House looking so good right now. No graffiti, no urine smell. He got it all together. Go ahead, Trump. Look at this again. Boy, coming soon. It looks like how the White House is supposed to look. Well, look at this here, man. This is when you know you got a winning team, right? This is what winning looks like, ladies and gentlemen. This is what winning looked like. We went from the algae smelling bad, smelly look at his legacy, which is that presidential library in Chicago. Man, that's a monstrosity, man. Oh, that's an eyesore. Oh my goodness. Look at the one they have with Trump and the Kennedy library, boy. That's gonna be on bump mode. Look at this here. This is a reflecting pool at the Lincoln Memorial, right? 2,500 feet, right? The length of the tallest building in the world, starting the final phase of renovating, right? That was supposed to cost $301 million. It takes 3 years, right? And was instead done with the help of the Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, right? And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and has the entire department and a much better final result, man. It actually says he has here $2 million on 1 week. I do many such things for government, right? And as the president, it was my honor to do so. This is just one of them. Another and a one far more exciting is most favored nations for prescription drugs, where the United States paid the highest price in the world, and now they are paying the lowest price, a drop of 50, 60, 70, and even 80%. President Donald J. Trump. Boy, look at that, man. This is what winning looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Winning. This is exactly what it is. Look at this. Aren't you proud that we got a president that knows what he's doing? Man, and it's still working on it. It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. Obama was in there. This looked like hell, man. Y'all see this? Got me move this here. Let me move the clown show away. Oops. Forgot about that. Let me get that clown out of here. Get the clown show out of here. There we go. All right. There it is right here. Maximum warfare everywhere, all the time. Hakeem Jeffries. This is what he said, right? This is what Trump said. Hakeem high tax Jeffries. I like that. Hakeem high tax Jeffries. I'm going to start using that. Trump is a great marketer. I'm going to tell you, though. I'm going to start using that. Is a low IQ individual who is not smart enough to be running the Democrat Party. Yeah, he's a minority leader, and he's not smart enough to. You're right about that, Trump. And certainly not smart enough to be involved in running the United States of America. It's the people like this who almost destroyed our nation with their high tax, open border policies. In the future, Hakeem, a fine American name, will forever be known as high tax. And we're going to start calling Hakeem high tax Jeffries. I got a great ring to it. Hakeem, boy. Look at those sinister eyes. Look at that cranium mass and those, look at that, boy, sinister looking. Boy, I tell you, man, lifeless. There's no life in those eyes, man, at all. Gotta know I gotta like that, man, you know. I troll the trolls better than they troll me, I tell you, man. Yep. Boy, let me see here. What is this? Candace Owens, lies. Urge rich white men, zero fact check. Oh, man, I already cooked this woman, man. What a deal. Ooh, boy. Look at this here, boy. Candace. Oh, my goodness. Zero fact check. Boy, I tell you. Oh, man. A vile person of the year. Time, boy. Boy, I can't take that. I can't take it. I can't take it. But we're seeing the progress, right? Look at this here. Boy, look at this here, boy. This is what winning and success looks like, you know? Look at the White House. Look at it, man. It's looking presidential like never before, boy. Putting money and effort in it, man. Got real presidents, took that Obama picture down as he should. Man. Oh, because that Biden down too, man. You took him down, boy. Took him down, man. I would have done the same thing. Get him out of there, man. These old treasonous presidents, man, get him out of there. I don't need deserve to be up on the wall, man. He got Martin Luther King's statue up in there, though. And that's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Boy, I tell y'all, man. Look at this here. It says here, report the leftist SPLC ex-boss weaponized the group against conservatives. Ain't this right? Boy, look at this. This is it right here. Weaponized. Look at this. This is the problem right here, though, ladies and gentlemen. The former head of the far-left Southern Poverty Law Center, which is better known as SPLC, right, pushed the organization to become more partisan and targeted conservatives and religious groups, right? Yep. And now the U.S., the New York Post, they had to post it. And, you know, I don't like the U.S., I don't like the New York Post at all, just like I don't like the Wall Street Journal. I don't care for a lot of them. Report comes after the U.S. Department of Justice on Tuesday charged the organization with fraud and money laundering, right, linked to violent extremist groups. Boy, I tell y'all, man, This is amazing, though, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing, right? I mean, let's get to the good stuff. We know all that. We know that the conservatives have been targeted by this group, which is still the DMC. I mean, the Dems, right? Democrats. The SPLC targeted the conservative group known as Turning Point USA. Oh, my goodness. Could they have, and the hate map, and it could be linked with the death of Charlie Kirk. That's my opinion. I believe so. I believe so, right? Hate map with the KKK chapter. Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this. Boy, Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, who was brutally assassinated, during a Utah speaking engagement on September of the same year, right? Oh, my goodness. Reacted to the move in a social media post, calling it a cheap smear from the washed-up organization that has been fleecing scared grandmas for decades. This group is no good. The Democrat, Demo, KKK rats. Boy, I tell you though, man, look at this. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Look at this here. Let's go ahead and enlarge it right here. I want you guys to really see what's going on. The Department of Justice, right? The Justice Department announced indictments against the Southern Poverty Law Center, better known as the SPLC, right? The indictment between, let's see here, 2014 and 2023, the SPLC secretly funneled $3 million in donation funds to a white supremacist and extreme groups. Boy, look at this here. The SPLC secretly paid members of the white supremacist and extremist groups, including, what is it? Look at the groups here. I mean, we ain't gonna we're gonna get down to it. You know, should I get them, y'all? Shall I get them? I'm gonna get them. Number one, National Alliance affiliate. They paid $1 million plus. I went over this yesterday, but do it again. Number two, the Aryan Nation affiliate paid $300,000 plus. Number three, Unite the Right member, right, paid $270,000 plus. Number four, former National Alliance chairman paid $140,000 plus, right? Number five, former KKK members paid $73,000 plus. And number six, the last but not least, American Front president and felon paid $19,000 plus. Here it is right here. And these organizations are your racist organizations that were being paid, right? Funneled that money. Look at it. Boy, you don't have a leg to stand on, boy. I love barbecuing the left is what I do. Boy, look at this. I barbecued them up. Let me go on and like this because you know how that is. I haven't logged into it yet. That's all right. Look at this. Look at this. April the 21st, 2026. So a few days ago, right? In fact, let me do this here because I'm going to take a photo of this. I've been meaning to do this yesterday. Hold on for a minute. That's what I love about a Mac. There's things you can do with a Mac, boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you, man, we're going to go ahead and copy and paste that. You will be in my, look at that. You're going to be in my meme repertoire. There we go. Take a picture of that. Boy, I tell you, we're going to go ahead and send that right into, where it goes. Add to photo. Boy, you will not escape this. Low down progressive left, you ain't going to escape this, and you're going to lose big in the midterms, boy. You ain't going to be able to cheat. Oh, my goodness, though, you ain't going to be able to cheat your way. We're going to make sure that you don't ever be in power ever again. Because for them coming into power, they're going to go, it's going to be retaliation, ladies and gentlemen. Our party embarrassed them like never before. That's why they don't have nothing coming in here. They don't have nothing for me. They don't have nothing for Trump. They don't have nothing for MAGA. And they sure hell don't have nothing for America First, man. This is the party of racist, bigotry, and hatred. Just ask the black community, right? Look at this. Boy, all we do is show receipts around here, right? Boy, I tell you, man. Ooh, man, scare myself sometimes, boy. I tell you, man. There will be no saving the Democrat Party. And you done it to yourselves, right? Screwing over the American people, ripping off the taxpayer money, funding these NGOs and all the rest of them, taking kickbacks, allowing illegals into our country, right? Look at what you did, right? Set aside programs and things, set up sanctuary cities. Man, there's so many things. Ripped us off on the health care. Man, I can go down the whole damn list, man. Am I good? You know what I'm saying? I tell you, man, they don't have nothing, though. That's why y'all always see them now. They just come in here all hot and bothered, name calling. That's all they got. Oh, my goodness. Woo, man. Look at this, man. Boy, this is real reporting right here, boy. Real reporting. Boy, I'm no, you know what I'm saying? What a thing about it. We got people like Nick Soros, and then we also have Nick Shirley. We got a lot of other independent people out here, too, that's putting in the work, right? Putting in the work. But let me tell y'all again, man, you guys got to get this. You got to go ahead on and do it, man. Bite the bullet and get right pen, right? Copy, paste it, expose it, and post it, right? That's what I did. Look what's coming. Look what comes up. Look at this. I can copy and paste this stuff. Look at exactly what it is. Went over this earlier. These are CNN talking points. It's baseless. It has no types of what? No type of data, no type of polling for real. This is about what they make up. It says right here, soft protest numbers. Ain't no 70% disapproval of Trump. Right? But this is to spin news like they like to do. And we expose them around here, right? This is what makes the channel so great. This is a great channel, right? Boy, if I didn't know myself, I'd be joining. I'd be like, man, I'd be right down there with y'all, man. Subscribing and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I love how you give the news, man. I love how you clown on the DMs, man. You do it so good. You know what I'm saying? I sure do. Yep, I sure do, man. You know? Let's get on here and get to these comments, right? Much love for MAGA patriots. Hopefully this will show up this time. Damn, still doing that, man. God doggone it. Man, it was showing up so good. Damn. All right, let's do this here, man. I got to fix this, man, because I want y'all to have recognition. But I go in here, though, and look down the list, though, man. We got Paul in the house. Go ahead, Paul, man. Well, hold on for my mods. Hold on for a minute. I got to do it right. I got to do it right, boy. Boy, I tell y'all, man, there'll be no match for you guys. I tell you, no match. All right, look at that. Boy, I tell you, man. We got Paul in the house, man. Look at this. Boy, Paul in the house. I'll just read the comments till I fix that other thing, though, man. I forgot to do that. I thought I fixed it, but let me see. Let's read what else is going on. I'm going to have to go down at the bottom and up, man. Can't go the other way, you know? Boy, let me see here. No, Paul sounds about right. Okay, that's a conversation there. Jay says 100. Hold on, I said it right. Let me see here. Trump has never been friends with Diddy, the douchebag. You got that right. Because they have a picture with each other, it don't mean that they best of friends. I never seen Diddy other than that photo. Boy, they have a nothing burger again, man. They got to dig down on that, try to put that together. Oh, man. Abe Lincoln was the first Republican president. I mentioned that yesterday. You're correct. He had against decades of Democrat slavery, pushbacks, drunks who want revenge on people smarter than they are. You're absolutely correct, Robert. because I said it yesterday. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. He's the one that's what we call the Emancipation Proclamation, 1865, freeing of the slaves, right? And also basically taking what is it? Because we had a deep state. We actually had a Federal Reserve in that time, right? So what did he did? It's like he took us off of the currency of their time, and then gave us what they call the greenbacks. Some of you guys remember the history of the greenbacks, right? And this is really what caused him the assassination attempt, man. You know what I'm saying? So he should have been covered down. He should have known that they were going to come for him and stuff, you know. But at John Wilkes Booth, we know the history, right? Let me see here. Let me see. Instead of helping vets and homeless, the victims of the floods and stuff like. I remember the victims of the floods and the homeless, man. Trump have helped these veterans, man. He got them back. The Democrats didn't give a damn about the veterans either. I'm glad you brought that up. You know what I'm saying? The group on the left is the most racist. We got it. Y'all just seen it. I just had it up here in black and white. Let me go ahead and put that back up because I want this to be a reminder, right? This is who they've been funding, right? This is it right here. And it ain't never going to go away. It ain't going to never. I put it up in their face so they can see it. These are the organizations that they've been funding on the left. Show you how much they care about the people, right? They can't deny this. Checkmate. Can't deny it. Texas Jane says CNN's the worst liars. They absolutely are, though, Texas Jane. Paul says, much love, MAGA Patriots. Much love to you back, Paul. Thank you for showing up, guys. Let me see here. Rio 9, the science guy. Are you Rio 9 or Bill 9, the science guy, man? He says they've been led to believe it's okay to come and attack Republicans because they don't have to say it in your face. Yeah, they're cowards anyway. They won't never say it in your face. They never say it anymore face because it gets them pinched in theirs. Yeah, it won't say it. It just come in here though. That's why I don't take them seriously. I've been doing this. What is it? 2.5 hours. Just been hitting them with facts, inundating them. Bam! Every time they try to spin the news. I already caught CNN. I catch CNN and lies all the time. They can't stand it, man. Right? Let me see here. Lamb. Let me see. He said, "God bless you, random guy." I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. I can use all the blessings that I can get. Let me tell you. Paul says, fact first, 47 old war crimes, right? Coming from who? Iran, right? Boy, I tell you. Let me see here. Twix says center. Let me see here. Lamb said, can I call you Lamb? God bless you, random guy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yep. We have Mr. Anthony. Quell says, anyone can just Google what you are saying is false. No, it's not. See, I don't think Anthony, Mr. Anthony, let me tell you something. This is not Google, sir. You know, this is coming off of X. This has already went down. This is not Google. And right here, this is not Google either. This is called Right Pen. This is where I do all my fact checks, sir. This is not Google. I agree with you. Google, you can't believe Google, but this is not Google. This one, I went over this app since yesterday. I bought it because it's actually a weapon that I can fact check and use. Because we already know, I don't even listen to CNNs. All we know is the major ones have been lying, and it tells you right here. If you would like, I can kick back the facts right back to you. You know what I'm saying? So no, this is not Google. I never use Google for research. Anybody using Google for research it's not research. It's terrible, right? Don't use that stuff. Let me see here. What else is going on here? Right. Let's see here. Why y'all bringing up stuff about Diddy and Trump? It has no relevancy of what's going on. You should be talking about the Ku Klux Klan, the Aryan, and all that. That's what you should be talking about. We're not talking about the old dead story over nothing. That's crap. But I know what you're trying to do, but it's not going to work. I'm going to keep your feet to the flame like I always do. You're going to deal with these facts, and we're going to put that, we put the racist stuff from the Democrat Party. He's going to put that back up. Because you will not escape this. If you think you are, you're mistaken. This is what we're going to be dealing with. And they got it right here. So therefore, you can be able to see it. All black and white and yellow. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. See that Texas Jane giving somebody told, which is the Demo craps or Demo KKK rats. More like it, Mm-hmm. I dare you to call the Ku Klux Klan member a Democrat. What you mean? It's always, why don't you do it? You know what I'm saying? Shit, I've been doing it. They're all the same people, buddy. Rob, where you been at? I've been banging on them. What you talking about? You sound like a little kid on the playground. I dare you to step over this line. I dare you. You know what I'm saying? What is this, the third grade? Oh, my goodness, man. Just admit, Rob, you've been defeated. You've been defeated. You understand that? You're checkmate. And so is the Democrat Party. It's checkmate, sir. You've been defeated. You don't have anything. Just take your walk of shame and stuff and just admit it, because you're going to make yourself look more silly, right, than ever before. This ain't Google research. I already showed you one of the tools that I actually use. It's called Right Pen, right, that counteract any narrative spent on any one of these phony fake news, and it corrects it and it gives the truth. It's plain and simple. You know, thank you for the likes too. I appreciate it. I love it when they try to come in here talking about you ain't seen me one time Google anything. Nice try, sir. Right? Yeah, he's mad too. Look at Rob. He got to go pull up about Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley is doing excellent journalism. You know, things that CNN, ABC, NBC, and MS Now should be doing. But they don't. They rah-rah for the left, telling all these lies and spin news. I bust them out all the time. Right? And I don't even rock with them. I just doing this just to show people how easy it is to use this tool. Right? Therefore, you will have a counter to the crap that they coming. You notice that none of them have any type of real solid information from the left. I done barbecued them so bad. Other than a few name calling. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have anything, though. I'm over here scrolling right now. They don't have anything. They keep saying pedo retard. Let's let that sink in. Right? I don't even have to go in there and use this machine. I could, but we know that Trump is not. But this is what it's trying to be called a gotcha moment. And you ain't got ish. You don't. You're just making yourselves look more stupid. Especially you, Rob. You're supposed to be a grown-ass man and you're supposed to know better. But your hatred of Trump clouds your judgment. This is why you're not even worth the conversation, not for real, because of your hatred and many of your hatred. You absolutely think that your party is going to win in the midterms? You are sadly mistaken. And I ain't got to convince you on that. The evidence that I went over says so. You know what I'm saying? Just like the same people have turned their backs and basically tried to destroy the black community. Pretty much so. Pretty much so. Boy, I tell you. Tell me, I have proof. Yeah, I know you do, Jason. You have proof, but they don't have proof. Yeah, Jason Beatrice have proof, but they don't have proof, though, Jason. They just come in here all hot and bothered, right? Because here it is. I'm just some random guy hitting major blows on these guys, though, man. They don't have nothing. That's why it ain't even worth even talking to these butthurt ass people, man. It really isn't. Not even worth my time, man. And not worth the time of the people in my room. I just enjoy clowning you. That's about what I do. Now, I will do that. We hit the facts, and then we do a clown section. And that's what I'm going to be doing now, because I'm over here looking at this. You guys, over here, and I'm reading your comments. I may not be reading them out. But Paul, Black Live MAGA, I love it. Paul says, imagine the country so great, even the people who hate it refuse to leave. Yeah, I find it very funny, though. So people like that guy, what's his name, Rob, why don't you guys, if you hate America so much, why don't you just get your ass up, pack up, and leave, right? Your phony BS, leftist, far-left progressive policies will not work in America no more. So that means that you should go to Canada. Go over there in Ontario and those places, though. Go over there to the UK. Go over there to France and Germany. They'll have you over there. Spain, right? Go to Sweden. Go to any one of those Scandinavian countries which is a heavy liberal, right? Why don't you go over there? Get the packing. Get the stepping. How Martin Lawrence said, get the stepping. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. Just go ahead and pack up and get to stepping. Yep. Put those 12 or 13-inch feet and get to stepping, get to moving. You know, why be in a place where it's supposed to be so bad? If America's so bad, go ahead and pack up. Get the F up on out of here. We don't want you here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Go on and pack it on up. Pack it up. You done, son. You done. Pack it up. Just go on. How that brother said, pack it up. The brother, too, from New York, pack it up. That's what you got to do. Go on and pack it up. But, yeah, let's go ahead on. Yeah, so like I said, though, man, this is so easy, man. All too easy, man. They come in the room. Boy, look at them, man. Whoa, boy. These liberals, and I get a lot of these white female liberals, too. They ain't no match for me either, man. Just wasting their time, man. Wasting their time, you know. That's the thing about it, boy. Any liberal, man, that step up in this room, man, you know, you're going to be taken down, boy, easily, you know. Because I done talked about all the great things that Trump did and all the great things your party never did, right? And they the reason why we in this ish in the first place. Oof. I tell y'all, man, ain't this something? Should I go on and put that photo? So y'all see the stuff here. Here's the Aryan and Ku Klux Klan and all the rest of them. That's who they've been funding. Dems equal KKK. And we're going to be running that from now on in because this is who they are. This is the party of the Klan, party of the Aryan Nation. What's the other ones, boy? Look at it right here. The party of the Unite the Right members. Former National Alliance chairman, right? Former KKK members, right? American Front president and felons. All this money. National Alliance affiliate. Aryan Nations affiliate. 300,000 plus. Boy, I tell you, they gave a lot of money. And they went after who? Innocent people that did not align with their agenda. They went after Trump. They went after a lot of patriots, right? They even went at, they even said it. I read the article. You heard me read it. They went after Turning Point USA. And it's coincidental. You know what I'm saying? It's very coincidental why Charlie Kirk is not here no more. This party is so wicked. And these people are, because of Trump derangement syndrome, that's why they are in the situation they're in now, mentally. That would never go away. This party is not for TDS people. I just love clowning them when they come in here, though. You know what I'm saying? And I do a very good job of it, though, too. Cult leaders. Look at their districts, though, man. A lot of them is in these impoverished, low-income-ass neighborhoods that they turn their back on. Look at AOC in New York. I should one of these days even talk about that. Because all we do is show receipts around here. They have nothing. I'm over here scrolling and reading. That's why I don't even read this stuff from them because it ain't worth it. They don't have anything. They don't have anything at all. Nothing. No proof. Nothing. Nothing. TDS. It's all they can produce. Right? TDS. Oh, we got this Jamaican bum back in here, man. Boom McClock. Got this Jamaican bum in here, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this dude right here. Another clown, man. Oh, my goodness, man. This guy is where's my baby cry? Oh, yeah. Hold on for a minute. I got to go on and get this Jamaican guy. He been in here yesterday, too. I got something for you. Oh, don't cry. Oh, Jamaican bum, don't cry. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Your party is trash, right? Yeah, look at you. Yeah. Look at you, man. Look at you, man. You're looking so sad. Yep. Look at him. Boy, you better make some good oxtail. That's what you better do, man. You know what I'm saying? You better make some good oxtail. That's probably about all you can do, you know? Yeah, that's all they can do, man, in Jamaica. Make those meat patties, man. Make that oxtail and make that rice and peas, you know? And do that curry goat. Do the goat. Yeah, man, go on and get that. That's what you're good at. That's about it. Man, he mad about it. He mad about it, man. I remember that dude, man. It's just so fun getting him. Look at him. He all in his emotions, man. He got these smiley face. He got the little clown thing. I'm clowning on you. You know what I'm saying? You take your marching orders from a black woman. I know you do. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. You being led by a skirt. Look at him. My goodness. It's all good. You can always tell these guys, man. Look at him. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's going to be all right, though. You Jamaican bum you. It's going to be all right. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and this is no diss to Jamaicans, though, man. Like I said, I got Caribbean background. I know how it go, man. I got friends in St. Louis. I'm talking about him. But, yeah, shout out to you, Drex, if you are from Jamaica, man. You know, that's why I say I love the food. I think I may get some Jamaican food right now. I love Caribbean food, actually. Rice and peas. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't talking about all Jamaicans, but you know what I'm talking about, you know. I'm talking about the ones that rah for the left. But, you know, the food, man, they got that, that cocoa bread and stuff like that. You know, I'm not a big fan of that dried out fish, though. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, though, man. You know the one that starts with an E? Yeah, I can't do that one, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Black Guy 9 says, lay off the weed, or they call it ganja. Lay off that ganja, man. Yeah, you know. Oh, my goodness, though. Yeah, so other than that, though, yeah, I just like to tease them. It's all in fun, though. Just like I do with a lot of them. It's all in fun, man. It's all in fun. Mm-hmm. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to have to go hit on and get up on out of here. What did it say? Drex says, I'm Jamaican, and I don't like most of them very illiterate and ignorant. And one thing about it, though, man, I remember this one Jamaican woman, man. And, you know, I mean, they don't have no filters. I ain't going to say all of them, but some of them, boy, they just say whatever they want to say and things like that. I think the patois that they speak is pretty cool, though, you know. Some of you that you don't really know what they saying, though, you know. But, yeah, I know what you mean, though, Drex, though, you know, because I know, yeah, you doing a good thing, like you said, and this is coming from a man that's Jamaican, right, Drex? Are you a man or a woman? I'm sorry. But you said that I'm Jamaican and I don't like most of them. Let me see here. Where did I lose my place at? Oh, yeah. They very illiterate and ignorant, yeah. Yeah, ain't no, holding back on that. I got to agree with you. And she says true. Yeah, because I ran across a lot of ignorant people, as well as some of the ones from the Caribbean. Very closed-minded. They don't know how to see. It's like they think that the Democrats, just like over here in America, they also have that tunnel vision. I mean, it's like, look at what's going on. Look at New York. A lot of them, there's a lot of Caribbeans in New York. I was born there, Brooklyn, New York. There's a lot of Caribbean people, as well as a lot of other people all over the world. But this is a blue city, heavy Democrat-led, right? And look at they got in return. Crime, expensive, hot. Well, it's even worse now with Montgomery. Oh, my goodness. Boy, I tell you, man. Oh, you got Cliff Don in the house again. I remember you, Cliff. Oh, Cliffy. Oh, my goodness. Cliffy. Oh, there's Cliffy. Boy, Cliffy. Oh, Cliffy, it's all good. Cliffy. You got Cliffy in the house. Cliffy says 25th Amendment. Too bad you were cowardly when it came down to Biden. That's why we ain't listening to you. You was coward to pull the 25th Amendment with Biden. You know darn well he didn't have his cognate thinking faculties in place. And that's a fact, though. So you think we're going to pull it now when we got a winning president that does have his thinking faculties? Once again, though, Cliffy, you done lost, man. Cliffy. Oh, Cliffy. Oh, Cliffy. Cliffy. I tell you, man. Rob says, it's hilarious that you are one crying like a little, he says, like a little bitch. That's not me, Rob. You the one that's crying, man. We are up. We the best. We are in America, the greatest country on earth, man. And like I said, with our fearless leader, Donald J. Trump, right? We are being led to victory, man. What do you have, Rob? Talking about I'm crying. You the one crying. The emoji stuff is for you. That's what I'm saying. And anybody that's rocking with you, you stand for Ku Klux Klan and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need your diaper changed, though, Rob. That's all they got. Rob, you ain't got nothing for me, man. This is going to probably be the last time I talk to you. Rob, just stop it right now, man. You don't have anything, sir. I done cooked the dim just like I cooked you. You don't have anything, sir. You just coming in here just trying to be a nuisance, man. You don't have anything. You need to go ahead and sit down in the corner and cry in the corner, though, you know. That's what you should do, and that's what you're going to do. Don't let me have to take a whooping to you to switch. You know, I'm still the old school about using that switch, sir. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yeah, get you with your shorts on and tear those legs up, man. That's old school right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, work well with me. That's what my grandmother raised me on, y'all. I want to take a switch to some of these people. That's what I want to do. Yep, tan that fanny real good, man. Get some sense into them, right? Texas Jane just cracking up laughing. Y'all know I keep it hot in here because I go after them, man. I want all the smoke coming from them. You know, I ain't worried about them. I not one time have I crashed out, you know. They be the ones crashing out. You can see it in the text. You know what I'm saying? They be crashing out. Oh, man. Look at that. We got Lou Hawk, boy. Lou Hawk, man. You still be coming in here, Lou Hawk. Look at Lou Hawk, boy. I tell you, man. You know y'all love. See, the people on my left, you can tell they follow me, right? They love my content, man. They sure do. He said, go change Trump's dump. Lou Hawk, you know you love my stuff, man. I've been seeing Lou Hawk in here so many times. Luke, just go and admit it, though. You know I'm more entertaining than the people on the left. That's why y'all in this room. You see what I'm saying? Oh, my gosh, yeah. That's why I say, though, Lou Hawk in the house, y'all. You know, got an interesting avatar, too, man. But Lou Hawk, I'll make him famous, man. Texas Jane says they melt down like little snowflakes. Yeah, they really do. They just melt down. Texas Jane, man, it's just so funny, though. Yeah, but we are coming to a close, man, you know. Black Guy 9 says fruitcakes, yeah. That's about another way Black Guy 9. Yeah, man, that's what they are, though, man. They come in here. And then, like I said, I always love it to come in here because, again, you know they make the show. You know what I'm saying? But if it was Santana Jones, Johnny, and all the rest of them, you know what? You know, they would have been out of here. If I did what they did, they wouldn't even be in this room, man. And they know it. Because, again, they're more of an echo chamber than I am. I'm not an echo chamber in here. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that I kicked you out of this room. That's why you come back. Right? That's what I say. I see Lou Hawk. I see the same old people. Right? Rob, you know, Jamaican dude, you know, and things. Not Drex, the other one. I don't even see the Jamaican dude no more. He must have ran up on out of here, man. Yeah, they just can't take it. He said, I just can't with this dude. I just can't with him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. What is this? That lucky one. Nah, it's just need people like you to fill up in here and raise his algorithm. Doesn't matter what you have to say. Your presence support his channel. So joke's on you. And she's right. Terry is absolutely correct. What I've been saying. Because either way, whether you thumb up and thumb down, it helps the algorithm, man. And it gets other people. And that's how people find me. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was a little sap before I grew up to, and then I became a sprout, you know? Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, it's all good, though. It was just a matter of time, though, you know? But I do like the pushback. I do like, because, again, it's so easy. And I appreciate the dislike, too, because, it helps my algorithm. You know, but I appreciate that. Your interaction, you coming in this room, posting. Terry is absolutely correct. Terry Cohen. Yeah, shout out to Terry Cohen. I remember I had a teacher named Mr. Cohen. Yeah, Mr. Cohen. I remember him very well. I'm a Jewish teacher, Mr. Cohen. It's all good, you know. I'm a Republican. I'm for Trump. Boy, this is a Korean dude here. You know, I get Koreans that rock with me too, you know. Oh, yeah. Kamsamida. Kamsamida. That means thank you so much in Korean. He knows what I said, you know. Kamsamida. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, though, man. The man from Korea. Could be a woman. But kamsamida. You know what I'm saying? I do. I got some kimchi in my refrigerator right now, though, too, man. I love the Korean barbecue, man. I got some friends, man. My friends Moon and Sue, you know what I'm saying? Whole boy, I tell you, man, there's some good Korean friends, man. We used to do this potluck before I go. You know, like every Saturday we'd get together, do this potluck. You know how it go. So it'd be somebody's turn to cook, man. But it was really cool though, man. They were good people, man. They were good people, man. Yep. So I'll always love it to see somebody else, man. Every time I see those Korean words or whatever, yep, I already know the characters. I should say the Korean characters. Yep. So once again, kamsamida. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, though, you know? Mm-hmm. Yep. And for my people that's from other countries in the world, though, too, you know, I appreciate you showing up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been a beautiful thing. But, yeah, I love seeing that, though, man. I hope you come back, though, man, and things, though. Yeah, he says, I am a Republican. Yeah, because that's what I was telling people. I got a friend of mine right now, man. He's, he's from China originally. He got his U.S. citizenship. You know what I'm saying? But he is a strong Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? Him and his brother that I know. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And things, though. Next year, I'm going to go over there to China, though. And I think I can speak a little Mandarin, though, too, you know, which is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But they rock with your boy, though, too, you know. And Mandarin and Chinese in general, man, it's not an easy language, man, at all, man. I took private lessons, you know. So they know what I'm saying. I mean, I'm okay, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not like, you know, like fluent, at least not yet. But I am going to come back around and take some more lessons and stuff. But you guys have been great, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we have kicked the you-know-who ASS, and that is the Demo Equal KKK Rats, man. And that's how we got to start looking at it as. We got over here Hakeem, High Tax, you know what I'm saying, Jeffries. Oh, my goodness, boy. The low IQ, boy. That brother right there with those lifeless eyes, man, and that Cro-Magnon, eyebrows and everything, boy. Yep. Oh, my goodness. Just terrible, man. Oof, man. They're on the verge of kicking his behind out of the party anyway, because he's a weak leader. He ain't got he ain't got nothing anyway, you know. Even how he talk, I can't stand it. Even hearing this guy talk, I'd rather listen to Jasmine Crockett, man. And that's pushing it. But I can't stand this dude, boy. Oh, man, gosh. It's just something about, terrible, man. But other than that, let me see here. Terry, hold on for a minute. I got to do something for Terry. Where's my mystical sound at for the ladies before I go? There's that harp. Yeah. That's for you too, Texas Jane. And, yeah, all the ladies, you know, that's MAGA supporters, you know. Terry says, I don't think any Trump supporters agree with everything Trump does, but he's definitely going I'm sorry, definitely doing us doing us better than any president in the 30. Doesn't need my glasses, but it's all good. I'm about to come to a close. In the last 30 years. Yeah, and that's the thing about it. And that's fair, though, Terry. Because every person that voted for Trump, they might, just like with a thing, they didn't really agree with the Iran war. I understand the Iran war and why it was necessary that he had to go in there. I got a friend right now. He hates the fact of war, period. Nobody likes it, man. But it was a situation that had to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's true, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let me see. I love it. Let me see. Drex says, let me say, voting is a fraud. All right. I never have voted Dixiecrat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just reading Agnes. Yeah. I never voted for the Democrats in my life, to be honest, man. I never did. I saw that two-party system as a con until Trump came around. Kid you not. I kid you not. That's exactly what happened. Trump is the reason why I started voting and why I got politically involved. It wasn't for the Dems and the Rhino Republicans. That's a fact. Drex says, I love when Trump says they have low IQ. I love it too, because it's actually fitting. Because how else can you talk about these low IQ people, right? Krishna, I'm an independent, 35 years. I would never vote Democrat again. Okay, yeah. Let's say Christina. Is that, yeah, Christina. Yeah, Christina. I called you Krishna. Sorry about that, Christina. Yeah, there we go. Black Guy 9. Yep, there you go right there. Uh-huh. And, yeah. Let me see. Agnes says, yeah, Drex, I love that too. Somehow the low IQ Trump, as they claim he has 527 businesses worldwide and is a billionaire, but Yep. And that's the thing about it though, man. They said that how he said that I love that too, But yeah, somehow, yeah, you're right. Somehow they say that Trump has a low IQ, right? He has about a 95 success rate in business, man. Even the show Apprentice, The Art of the Deal, many books, man. It's a beautiful thing. But no matter how they try to spin it on the left, they trash parties going down in flames, man. You know what I'm saying? For some of you say you'll never vote Democrat never again. And I know that's right. I know that's right. But yeah, as we about to come to the close, let me see here. Agnes says, and everything that the left tried to accuse him of, everything that they tried to pin on him on everything, schemes that they use somehow doesn't work on Trump. It doesn't. Because they've been fighting Trump, pushed back against Trump. They lied on Trump. They even tried to do that whole Russia. There was a lot of things they tried to do. Debate Trump. They broke into Mar-a-Lago. They went after his sons. And Trump still prevailed, man. It's a beautiful thing. Jason Beatrice says, you have to be a real donkey. Donkey! I got to get that soundbite. Loser to come in a conservative chat to say F Trump. Pathetic. You're absolutely correct, though, Jason. That's all they got, though. I don't mind them saying it, but that's all they got. They don't have anything else. Christina says she's right. Yep. Terry, yep. Shout out to Terry, man, Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Socialist Democrat propaganda. You right about that, Patriot, son. You are absolutely right about that. Let me see here. Let's see here. Christina says, they say F Trump but never have a reason. No, they never do. Call them out every time on their BS. They don't have nothing. Absolutely nothing. You ain't heard anything constructive other than the F word or try to attack me personally. That's all they have, right? Elon, let me see here. Trump passed on a order from his country club. You keep talking about but look at this here. And I read this on purpose, though, too. To see, this is the type of stuff here They still trying to push this pedo thing. They want Trump to be implicated in this so bad. It's like even the fact says that he's been exonerated. And they still don't believe it. Even that he worked as an undercover agent, a federal agent he's the one that brought Epstein down. But piss shitter 420. You make yourself more ignorant every time you push that spin propaganda stuff. You in your own world. Go back to the echo chamber for where you came from. This is not an echo chamber, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's boring over there in the echo chamber. They try to come over here. You ain't getting nobody's gold over here. Everybody is cool and chill, including myself. You just saying this stuff like we ain't heard this stuff before. This is baseless, this is a lie, and this is slander. If Trump really wanted to, he would come, and he's not, but he would, because if it was me, I'd come at you and hit you financially in the pockets. This is why George Slopinopoulos had to find out, right? ABC and how they had to pay out millions to Trump. So keep it up. Keep it up. You're going to find out, because what you're doing, sir, is slander, right? Drex says, Elon, they loved him. He changed teams now. They hate him with a passion. That's okay. They'll get over it, though, Drex. They get over it. Black Guy 9 says, Democrats stole the rainbow symbol. That's probably one of the reasons why I don't even like the rainbow no more, man. Ever since of, what's that TV show, Punky Brewster and Rainbow Bright. It was cool back then, right? Agnes says, other than the media told them to Christina. Black Guy 9, Agnes says, Black Guy 9 is actually Baphomet worship. Baphomet. Yeah, that's one of the demon gods. And Baal, Baphomet, all the same people, man. You know what I'm saying? These are the people. Now, they go by many names, though, man. You know what I'm saying? The Baphomet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. Yep. This trans, this is where all this stuff coming from. Because he got, what is it? It looked like a goat figure with breasts like a woman and everything. This is the transhumanism stuff that they're trying to push onto the world. But it failed because Trump and the Patriots stopped it. Drex says, Black Guy 9, so many pronouns, we can't keep up. I'm not even trying to, because we won. We don't even have to deal with that garbage no more. We're going to make sure that no man is in a woman's sports and stuff like that, right? And we have won, they have lost. When it come down to TDS, that's all they got. That's what you've been seeing. I really don't like reading a lot of their stupidity and their nonsense in here because they don't have anything. Yep. So go back to the troll hole where you belong. You know what I'm saying? You're not running anything at all, you know. Stockholm Syndrome is what Agnes said. That's what it was said yesterday. Yeah. When they fall in love with their captor, right, which a lot of these people on the left have been, and they've been brainwashed to think that the left is right and Trump is bad, when they can bring up no solid facts or be able to dispute what I've been saying all day long. Isn't that sad? Boy, I tell you, that is so sad. Let me see here. Terry has to say, I'm glad I came across your live. My husband apparently knew your voice. Oh, that's cool, man. From some sport casting thing. So, if he likes you, so do I. I appreciate it. That makes my day, man. I subscribe, but gotta go. It was fun. That's what's up, Terry. I appreciate it. Tell you and tell your husband I said I appreciate it, you know. You know what I'm saying? I got a voice, you know. I've been blessed to have an announcer voice. I did podcast shows and other stuff before, too, you know. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much, though. I really do. Love Trump called them out. Fake news. Exactly. Agnes says, before that, I voted for Ron Paul during the Bush Jr. and Obama. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it, though. You know, all them guys been exposed, though, you know. But I understand. It's all good. I ain't beating you up about it, Agnes, you know. Boomer Ring says, MAGA is just a Scientology for Republicans. See this? You see this baseless stuff here that they bring up? I can easily discredit this dude, though. But, you know, I'm not going to because it's not worth it. We know the truth. But this is the nonsense that they type over here. It's just baseless. It has no, just made up stuff. And they get the ignorant people that follow this kind of stuff. because of TDS. Trump derangement syndrome. Black Guy 9 says Democrats with Obama help will lose midterms. Absolutely. I'm calling it early because that's exactly what's going to happen, right? The trolls are going to lose their mind, and we're going to celebrate it here, man. We are going to celebrate like it's not 1999 no more. Boy, I hated it. I can't say that. I think about that song, Prince, we going to celebrate. That's all I know. Like it's 2000. It is 2026. But, yeah. But other than that, guys, let me go ahead and get on out of here, man. I'm over the 3-hour mark. All of y'all that I've been reading, comments, talking about the good ones. You guys have been excellent as always. You showed up and showed out, man. So I appreciate you subscribing to my channel, liking the channel, even disliking the channel, though, helps the algorithm. Share this with your friends and buddies and stuff like that. But that's all they could say is sell out, you know what I'm saying, and, all this other kind of crap. It don't bother me, but that's all they got. They don't have anything. Oh, yeah, the pedo protector, man, slander. After he has already been acquitted, already been known as an undercover informant, right? Brought Epstein down, You think they're going to tell the truth? Absolutely not. They're going to continuously keep with the same old propaganda bull stuff. And this is why a lot of people have jumped off of the Democratic slave plantation and they went over to the Republican Party, man. This is terrible, man. These are grown people, too. But other than that, I'm about to get up on out of here. And Christina, I appreciate you, man. I'm sorry, I called you man. I appreciate you, Christina, for a new subscribe. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. And things like that. So, yeah. And got the merch store. I got the, the member channel stuff. And when you subscribe to the member channel, you will have a nice hat like me. It'll be an icon. You'll show up in green lettering like Stewart and many others that have joined. And the membership is not bad at all. It's very affordable in this economy. I ain't going to do you like that. And then you get a discount off of the merch as well, too. You know what I'm saying? So our voice is the voice of the future. I appreciate y'all for showing up and things like that. Oprah is the next double. Yeah, Oprah is, ooh, man. That's terrible, man. But other than that, yeah. Yep, he says here. See, Nano says TDS is real. Trump, he says here, Trump does suck. Oh, I get it. He said he had a play on words. Yeah, I never heard it like that. But this is the thing about it, though, too. Nano, boy, I tell you, man. Nano, you don't have a party anymore. You do realize that, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have anything. That's why you can always bring up. You think like TDS, pedo protector. What is that supposed to do? You think you're going to back up conservative MAGAs in this room? You never have. Many of you have came in the room, but you don't have anything for me. You don't have it. Sorry, you don't. You don't. We got, what's it, Muhammad? Yeah, is that Muhammad? Let's see. Yeah, is it Mohammed? Yeah, is it pronounced? Yeah, Muhammad. He got the Israeli flag. I'm sorry, not the Israeli. He got the Iranian flag up. Yeah, because a lot of Iranians love Trump. He's the one that freed. Trump is the one that freed them. I knew he was going to say it. Look at him. Trump is a pedophile. I knew he was going to say it. I just laughed at him. I knew he was going to say it. Boy, that's all you got, though, boy. I knew you was going to say it. You know you were going to say it. We knew you were going to say it. But guess what? You still have nothing, though. Oh, Trump is the Antichrist. You know what I think is the Antichrist? It could be Obama. You know what I'm saying? It could be Obama. Let me just do one thing for him because I know this is what send him over the top. Oh, my goodness, boy. It's been a good day, though, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a good day today. It's always a good day. Sun is shining. But before I go, let me go ahead and do this for Mr. Ralph. All right. So, this is, as you guys have seen this many times. So, I got to do my sponsor, right? So, this is Mr. Ralph. Here we go. All right. So, if you are a content creator and you need some help growing followers, please contact Mr. Ralph. Here's his email down below, where if you have a YouTube, Instagram, X, grow followers, you want to get on board and follow Mr. Ralph. Mr. Ralph will walk you through, give you a free consultation, help you like he have helped me. He'll have a personal connection with you, find out what your goals are, what you're trying to do. So if you're struggling as a struggling content creator, because it's not easy getting 50 subscribers, but there's a way under his tutelage will assist you in growing your channel. So please look to Mr. Ralph for all your content creating needs. Thank you. There we go, right there. Mr. Ralph. Mr. Ralph. Yeah, so if you need help, get in contact with Mr. Ralph here, and he's going to help you grow your content. Boy, I tell you, Yep. Lefties losing it. Yeah, I want to do next time I'm going to do my lefties losing it. Lefties losing it, so, boy, but let's see here. Where's the lefties losing? Where's my thing at? Hold on for a minute. Y'all know how I do. Before I go, let me just do it because I know y'all like it so much. Let me go ahead and pull this up here one more time here. Let me see here. Oh, there it is. Oh, my goodness. Man. Woo, look at that here, man. Yeah, this is there. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is them right here. These are the main people that were responsible, right? These are the people, and there's many others. Just because you don't see them don't mean they weren't responsible. Stop Voting Democrat has spoken. He has saying the left sucks. Yeah, they suck big time, man. I go further than that. Party of the Ku Klux Klan, right? They are treasonous, right? Betrayal of America, brought a lot of illegals in our country, right? Gave them set-aside programs and stuff like this. Boy, I tell you, the list goes on. They were responsible for bringing fentanyl into this country, killing a lot of Americans and stuff like that, working along with the cartel and other type of gang member activity. Those are their foot soldiers, set up the sanctuary cities. I'm so running out of stuff, man. The whole list is absolute. What I'm saying is, we know it's absolutely true. This is the Clown Party, and welcome to the Democrat Clown Show, right? When we break it down and we talk about facts around here, boy, look at AOC standing up there doing those handstands. Look how flexible she is, man. I tell you, thank you for the like. Look at her, boy. Look at Pocahontas, polka dot Pocahontas. She got her cap and gown on like she done something, boy. I tell you. Look at Hakeem. We call him, his new name is Hakeem High Tax Jeffries. Boy, look at that. Look at Bernie. The oligarchy. All right, yeah, that's enough, Bernie. And then we also have, look at Chuck Schumer striking the pose. He got his action figure pose on. Look at Chuck, boy, in that darn green and white, boy, in the clown suit. Got the clown collar going on and the red nose. Let me go. Shall we squeeze it? That's what it sounds like when you squeeze it. Oh, yeah, check out Hillary Rodman Clinton, boy, got the Beetlejuice pantsuit on. Bruh, look at her, boy, just a smiling, things like that. She's very fitting in that darn pinstripe Beetlejuice suit, right? Oh, my goodness, boy, look at this here, boy. Boy, just you want to just pinch that nose. That's what it sounds like. Then we also have over here to the left, we got Adam Pencil Neck Shifty Shift, boy. Look at him with his looking like a hobo, you know what I'm saying? Got that bright red nose going on. Oh, my goodness. Look at this, boy. This is what it is, boy. Boy, you're right, though. Not only they have paid, see here, Adrian says, not only are they the party of the Ku Klux Klan, they're paying the Ku Klux Klan to stay in the operation so they can steal fund against it. Yeah, it's absolutely correct. And go after their political enemies. Let's say that, not opponents, it's enemies to them. Opponents to us, enemies to them. So you got to include that in as well, though, Adrian. You got to get that in there. But you're absolutely right, boy. You know, I'm sorry, Adrian. It could be a man or a woman, but I don't never know these days. It's all good. Christina says Chuck Schumer and lived in New York his whole life. Liar, liar, liar. Yeah, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that, you know. And then we also have next to Adam Hobo Shifty Shift, we got Obama. Oh, my goodness. Look at Obama, y'all. The clown show, boy. Look at this here, boy. Boy, look at him, man. Look at Obama. Got his action pose on. Got the full clown suit on. You know what I'm saying? Then we also have, I see you there, Gavin Knucklehead Newskin. Look at him, man. Looking like the Joker, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this. And then the last but not least in the back, holding the tambourine, smiling or whatever like that. Boy, I went a little light on Maxine Waters, didn't I? Boy, Maxine Wicked West Waters, man. Look at that. Yeah, she is. What do they call it? You have to resist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at her, boy. Been in office since 1994, man. It's about time for you, Chuck Schumer, and Bernie Sanders. Y'all guys got to just go ahead on and just retire. Get out of there while you still can, though, man, because we still got to come after you for these charges, though, you know. Well, look at him, man. PGH Lover, boy. He been in here before, man. He is so upset, boy, because I clown him better than he tried to clown me. He's got down here, F this dude. He hates God. Boy, look at him. F you that support these clowns. These are demons. These are terrorists. And they supported the Ku Klux Klan. Boy, I tell you, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Ooh, man. Yeah, I left out Joe Biden in this one, too. You're absolutely right. Obama, it said Biden, and also, you already know, Kamala Harris, right? We haven't left out Kamala, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, PGH Lover, man. You ain't a lover friend of ours, man. You are an enemy of betrayal. For you to even sit up in here and back this wicked party, man, that means that you have to have your head examined, sir. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, man. And Anthony, too, man. Look at Anthony Rowans, if that's even your real name. You just have to deal with your failed party that won't win the midterms, man. And it's just so sad. They even had to cheat, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. I just want you guys to see here. Look at this. Boy, look at this. This is sad, though, you know. The Democrats started the Ku Klux Klan. You're absolutely right about that, Kathy. You're absolutely right. Yep. This is the Klan. This is the supporters. They have no policies. They have no leadership. Everything is a failure. Everything they touch. You don't leave out Big Mike, Adrian. You're right about that. Big Mike. Big Mike in his house. We don't even call that. He's really called Big Mike. Big Mike. Whatever happened to that chef? Big Mike. Boy, I tell y'all, man. Yep. So for the people that come in this room, let me see here. Let me get them. PGH Lover. I got something special I want to say to you. Here we go. Beta! Yeah. PGH Lover. You hear that? Oh, man. PGH Lover, boy, I tell you, man. Beta! Yeah, he's a beta male, boy, coming up in here, boy. He's a beta male. Look at him, boy. Run like the coward you really are, boy. I tell you, man. Boy. And what about Robert, too? Don't leave Robert out. Beta! Yeah, Robert, you's a beta male, too, boy. PGH Lover is a what? Say it again, y'all. Beta! Yeah, you got that right. Got to borrow the words of who? You already know, boy. We're talking about Jesse Lee Peterson, boy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. What the hell? He got the rabbit. What? He said Rump is a traitor. Oh, yeah. We get Rump, too, man. This is for all these guys. Beta! Yeah, going to get him, too. Oh, my goodness, boy. I tell you, man. It's just so easy stunting on these fools, right? It's just, oh yeah, don't leave out Nano. Nano, you don't forget, don't think Beta! Too. We got Nano. Yeah, another one bites the dust, man. Look at all these beta males that come up in here that take their marching orders. You know, the women run them, man. You know what I'm saying? They kowtow and bow down to them, man. That's a sad situation. You know, look at that. Boy, not a man among them. It's just so easy getting them. They mad about it. Look at them all hot and bothered, upset. Boy, and this is for all of our detractors in this room. Beta! Yep, it sure is, man. Beta males, sad. They don't have their daddies around. Yeah, as you can tell, though, they daddy missing their daddies. PH lover included, boy. He is nothing but a what? Beta! Yeah, his father is a what? Beta! Oh, my goodness, boy. You right about that, though, Jesse Lee. Boy, Jesse Lee Peterson, you right about that. Jesse! Oh, my goodness, though. It's just so easy. Let me get on out of here, guys. I done cooked the DMs once again, man. They are so overdone. Oh, man. Yeah, it would say, you don't like it, right? Some random dude. What you talking about, Jimmy? Let me see. That's offensive. Oh, yeah. Deranged TDS is real. No, I know it's real, though, coming from them. I'm talking about Trump derangement syndrome. Absolutely. I didn't like I don't like it. I done heard it all, man. Trump knows what it is, man. They always, man, every time they watch the news, they be over here cussing, fussing. You know what I'm saying? I knew people well, man. One dude, before he passed away, he hated Trump so much. He was always on there. I used to tease him about it, too. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. They be glued to the TV talking about Trump. Every day is Trump. You know how senior citizens are, man. They stuck in their ways. Every day is Trump. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me go ahead and get on out of here, though. Shall we hit it one more time, right? Beta! Oh, my goodness, boy. I tell you, man. That's something else. Yeah, that's that group right here. Boy, PH Lover. Boy, It's going to be okay, PH Lover. Look how he mad. PH Lover, boy, you are so mad about it, but we can't help it that you are beta. Beta! You can't help it, though, boy. Oh, man. Yeah, so Ben said it best. Anybody on the blue side is a what? Beta! You got that right, man. Yep. Vehicle, he got down here MAGA. You got that right. Vehicle enjoyer. I like that name, too, you know. Yep. Boy, it's like real men and women over here on the right. Man, they are all being led by these liberal, you know what's with this purple hair and piercings and septic rings and all the rest of that stuff. Oh, my goodness. That's what they represent, man. Horrible. Listen, I got to get on out of here. SK Trucking, and let this be the last one. Liberal Democrats just want the same control and power and wants to keep their slaves. You got a good point about that. That's exactly what they want to do. Ben Ka says, if you're voting Democratic, you are definitely a soy boy, right? Beta boy. Yep, they sure are. Beta boy. Yep, they are. Look at the beta boys coming here. I can't believe this. Hold on, let me read this one here. Who believes with the whole continuously of our government in the room that this guy was able to even get close? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. It's something, yeah, it's amazing, though, man. Yep, that's amazing. I'm still questioning about that, too. Gung Ho says Trump's a crook. Yeah? Boy. Well, hold on, family. What do we have for Gun Ho? Gun Ho, are you really a Marine for real, for real? Because I would like to ask you, I wish I would have had to leave because I would love to ask you a question. Because I got a lot of people in the military. I got friends that are Marines. I almost became a Marine myself, you know. The devil dogs, the leather necks, right? Oh, my goodness. First in land, first in sea, first at war, you know what I'm saying? The few, the proud, the Marines. You know what I'm saying? Yep, oh, I used to love but that dress blues, man, with that sword, man. They have one of the best uniforms out there, man. But Gun Ho, I want to ask, can I ask you a question, Gun Ho? Can I ask you a question, sir? Can I ask you a question? You just gonna keep on spamming? You know I got a rules about that. Huh? You gonna answer my question, or you just gonna keep spamming? I want to keep you around so I can ask you a question now. See, you know, don't get caught up in your feelings now. I'm trying to be nice. There this guy go again. I can't believe he just keeps saying it. Hey, I was gonna say Texas Jane or Black Guy 9. Could you go ahead and get him out the room, please? I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, just go and get him on out of here. I was trying to be nice. You still on here yapping. Oh, yeah, Rascal Beans. I got you covered, though, Rascal. I got your number. I'll make you famous.
Beta!
Boy, Rascal, you little rascal, you, boy. I'm going to get you, you little rascal, you. I tell you, boy.
Beta!
Boy, use a beta, too, boy. Beta Beans, man. What kind of name is that? Not no real man would call himself Rascal. You know what I'm saying? Roscoe, maybe, but not Rascal. What is this, the little rascals? You little rascal, you. I know I was going to get you. I was going to get you too, you little rascal, you. Oh, man. He says Vietnam, 68, 69, right? That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. We got a veteran in here, man. Yeah, look at this, man. Look, we got a veteran in the house. Boy, I tell you, who is it? Oh, no, he all right. I just wanted Gun Ho to stop. I just wanted him to stop spamming, you know. That's all I wanted, you know. No, he's okay now. Trump and Reagan go up on Mount Rushmore. You right about that, Michael Olson, man. Trump and who? Right? We already know it's going to be Ronald Reagan. True American presidents, man. And they deserve to have their face up there on that Mount Rushmore, man. I would I would drive to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Or is that North Dakota? One of the two. I would go to the Dakotas just to watch and see that, man. That's going to be a beautiful thing, man. We are rah-rahing Trump, you know. Gotcha. Yeah, it's all good. Let me go ahead and get on out of here, though. But, yeah, the little rascal.
Beta!
Yeah, he's a beta male, too, boy. But other than that, though, guys, look for me tomorrow, man. We're going to do it again. You know, we're going to get these rascals. I'm going to get you, you little rascal, you, boy. I tell you, it's all good, though, man. But you guys been great, though, man. Ben says, damn right. They do Mount Rushmore needs them up there. You right about that. And I'm in agreement. Yeah, and that's Rapid City. Okay. I always wonder what city it was. I know it's somewhere in the Dakotas, but I would like to go see it. I really do. Because we have to see that. The greatest president ever is Donald J. Trump. We will tear every Trump sign down when he's gone. You know what I'm saying? No, you wouldn't be able to get to it, though, because it'll be a felon. And you don't want to be a felon, do you? Don't do it, Gunno. Don't you do it. I'm warning you right now. Don't you do it. You don't want to be famous, do you? Don't you do it. Oh, man. You hear what he said? We're going to tear it down. You know what you say on the internet is forever, Gun-Ho. Don't do it, though, Gun-Ho. Don't do it. Don't let that Marine stuff, don't do it. I don't want to see Marines locked up. Right? You got to get out of your feelings, man. You've been misled, man. You've been hoodwinked and bamboozled, like Brother Malcolm said. Even Brother Malcolm said, don't be listening to these trumpet players, celebrities, and everything. He said that the liberals are the greatest threat to America ever. This is what Malcolm X said. You should know your history, man, really. Instead of just being in your feelings, though, gun-ho, man. You know, because you should be gun-ho about standing up for truth, justice, and the American way. What is this, Superman? I like it, though. I love saying that, though. It's just fitting, isn't it? Isn't it just fitting? The truth, justice, and American way, you know? Boy, that's Superman, man. So, like I said, if you really a patriot for real, though, gun-ho, you should know the American anthem. I mean, not the American anthem, but the Pledge of Allegiance of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag Wait a moment. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Can you do that? Let me see Gun Ho do that, man. You know you were sworn an oath as a military to protect this country, whether if it's domestic or foreign, right? You're going to hold to your oath, and I'm going to make sure I keep you to your oath too. We ain't Vietnam no more, right? This is right now, we in 2026. Stop living in the past. Be the soldier, man, and stand up for America, man. Boy, I tell you, man, I'm going to hold you to your oath, right? He is the president, and you're going to follow your oath, or you're going to be like Mark Kelly for treason, right? That's what's going to happen, right? The seditious six, they got to go down. Boy, I tell you, I love America. I do too. I love America, man. It's the best country ever, man. It's the greatest country on the planet, man. It is. We the best. We the best. The greatest military. We got the greatest food. We got the greatest, the healthcare getting better and better and better. Boy, I tell you, you said that you love Obama. You say, I love President Obama. But here's the thing, though. This is where we're going to kind of part ways on our agreement. I can't stand Obama. Obama is the reason as to why this country started going off track. It was happening with Clinton, but Obama pushed it to the next level, man. You know what I'm saying? So I done cooked Obama many times, talked about his policies, how he defunded the military, right? We're talking about weaponizing Iran, right, with the uranium and all the rest of this stuff, right? He actually went after a duly elected sitting president, which was Trump, right? This is where the Steele dossier, the things are coming out with the grand jury. There's a lot of things that this man has done that is wrong. It is bad. Big Mike, you know, is questionable about his citizenship and all the rest of this stuff. So there's a lot of things going on with Obama. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, how is Trump good? I don't. You know what I was gonna say? Go back and listen to this. Because I'm about to shut it down. No disrespect for you. And I know you're asking questions. At least you asking the question, though. And that's cool. Nope. I want you to, when you get a chance, I want you to go back in here and then watch. Because I was breaking down a lot of stuff that we already know. I just been walking down the policies of Trump's policies, right? Versus what the Democrats have any. Other than being over here funding the KKK. You know what I'm saying? Block me so you can be off my feed. Piece of ish supporter. No, I'm not gonna block you. I want to keep you up on my. I want to come up on my. I want to be up on your feed, though. You know.
Beta!
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Oh, man, I want you to come up on that feed, though. You know, I'm not gonna do you the favor. You make my algorithm go up, boy. They gonna do that.
Beta!
Yeah, there we go. Ooh, boy, I tell you, man. It's just too easy. Yeah. But some people are already chiming in, though. If you want to know, though, there's Texas Jane says, under Obama, my son-in-law had to buy his own medals. That he earned in Afghanistan. Boy, that is cheap and low. And it's sad that those four Americans that ended up getting murdered and stuff. I already went over that before. Remember the four Americans that got killed in Afghanistan over at the U.S. diplomatic over there in Afghanistan. 4 of them ended up dying. And they could have stopped that. They even told them that they could have brought them, heavy weaponry and protection. You know, Obama said stand down. And this is really, really strange. So, no, we're not a lover of Obama around here at all. No. Love him or hate him, President Trump puts America interests first. That's all we're talking about. This ain't about love. We're talking now. I like Trump a lot. You know what I'm saying? I met his son, right? But well, like you said, a man, USA said, he puts America first. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. Yeah. But other than that, let me go ahead and get on out of here, though, man. It's been good, man. But I was going to tell him just to watch the early of the show. If you can bear it or stomach it, you know what I'm saying? And then what you need to do, too, is go ahead on and research it for yourself. Don't use Google. Don't stay away from CNN and all those other places, ABC, NBC, all the rest of them, MS Max, because those are liars, man. They spin news, right? So, yeah, that's the thing. Comrade, you know, this is another TDS person, man, right here. Let me do one more of my beta.
Beta!
Yeah, Comrade, yeah. You done made my list, man. God saved Trump life 5 times. That's let you know that a God exists, Charlie Peace. It sure does, though. And we got to talk. I mean, I'll talk about that next time. But I appreciate you guys. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of Fox News. I mean, they're okay. Only because they're one of the few, right, that will even have Trump on their channel. The rest of them don't even. They spin the news. Fox ain't as great. They're okay. Rupert, you got to keep in mind, the owner of Fox is Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch hates Trump. You got to understand this, right? If he's hate Trump, and he does, right? Because he can't control Trump. So, but I'm going to shut it down, guys. I got to go and play the Star Spangled Banner. Boy, look at that clown show. Boy, I'm going to get this as a painting, man. Hanging on my wall. Boy, this is a beautiful thing here. I'm going to get some more characters on here, too. It's going to be coming. All right, guys. Have a good one. Yep. Newsmax. Yeah, Newsmax is pretty good, Texas Jane. You know what I'm saying? I like them a little bit more so than, and then Lefty's losing it, you know, with Rita. You know, I like when Lefty's losing it. Next time we're going to do Lefty's losing it. We're going to show them out of their mind, screaming, hollering, and yelling, bitching and moaning and being disgracing themselves, just like they did when Trump won the midterms. It's a beautiful thing, though. A beautiful thing. Boy, look at that. So I'm going to go ahead on in. All right. And then we're going to go ahead on and cue up the Star Spangled Banner, right? This is copyright free. Yep. Copyright free. It's a beautiful thing, though, man. So as I get it up, man, you guys have been great. I appreciate y'all for showing up and showing out, man. I tell you, man, we have cooked the Democrat KKK once again. They've already been exposed. They have no footing, nothing. Boy, I tell you, disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, betrayal of this country and nation, destruction of the black community, destruction of America. It's all because of them on the left, right? And they won't escape because a lot of them aren't going to see accountability. They're going to be in those silver bracelets, which is handcuffs, going to prison. Some of them going to be on a military tribunal too, you know what I'm saying, over there on Gitmo, you know. Yep, it's going to go down, though. I can't wait for that, though. I'm going to do a whole live stream on it when it goes down, man. The day we see Obama and his merry men, we talking about James Clapper, James Comey, right? We talking about Susan Rice, right? We talking about McCabe, right? We talking about Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, right? I think Joe Biden is pretty much gone, though. I would like to have gotten him early, man, but he don't know his front from his back, so ain't nothing going to happen with that guy. But for the rest of them, and of course Obama, and there's a few others, too, that was involved, right? Boy, and we got to get Adam Shifty Shift, boy. Boy, the Democrat Clown Show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the step right up to the Democratic Clown Show, right? Get your tickets, get your popcorn. Boy, we're going to do the whole segment on the Democratic Clown Show. I think that'd be the next one, man, where we're going to expose all these clowns. We're going to talk about them, go in on them, though, man. Boy, we ain't never letting up on them, man. Never letting up. Never. I know what you're saying, Sarah, though, you know. Lock him up. But, yeah, He'll be somewhere, though, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden is a racist, too. He hate black folks. We already know. Boy, he used to use the N-word so casually in the 70s and 80s. Just constantly, you know what I'm saying? Known racist, boy, I tell you. But other than that, but you're right, though, Sarah. Sarah, yeah, I appreciate you. Where's my thing for the women? That's for all of the ladies who participated. Yep. But yeah, you gotta get this this image here, boy, because it's just so fitting, boy. Look at AOC, boy. Oh my goodness. She'll be mad as hell though if she saw this though, you know. You're gonna be all right, AOC. This comes with the nature of the job, though. We all, you know. Yep. Have a great day, everybody. You too, Texas Jane. You have a great day as well, though. Everything gonna be wholesome. Everything gonna be nice and good in America, because we're getting there, though, man. We're going to the golden age, man. Yeah, John says, so dumb Biden is racist, but Trump isn't. Yeah, Trump isn't. He never called anybody no N-word or none of this stuff, man. Trump has been everything Trump is. Trump is what Trump does, man. You know what I'm saying? Better policy than these other people. Let me get out of here, though. Just go back to the beginning and watch it there, though. You know, and I appreciate all the likes and you guys subscribing, man. I'm glad that you guys have made me your new friend when you come online on YouTube, you know. And then I also have the membership store, too, man. There's going to be a lot of other goodies where we're going to be doing things with the membership. Special membership videos are coming. Stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the weekend while you still can. Boy, your boy is about to be out. Let me go ahead and take this down here. There we go. Boy, we're going to start it off with the Star Spangled Banner, right? Just watch the giant. Yeah, I was going to tell you guys, just go ahead and watch the beginning of my live where I go into great detail, right? But other than that, I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get it. Star Spangled Banner, please stand, right? Star Spangled Banner. Show your love for America, right? Here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes